All right, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
What's up, everyone? What's up,
welcome
guys?
to another episode of Through the Snakevine. We got King Austin here from Royal Highness Pythons and from Mutation Creation as well. And below me here is Nazir from Reptiles, Pythons, and from Mutation Creation. Got them.
All right. And Sal from House of Gaia Pythons.
That's right.
Nice.
So yeah, man, we're so excited for you to be on here, and we have some questions and stuff. Pretty easy stuff, but we're excited to chat, man.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be on here. I'm really happy to have this opportunity. It's nice to get off the MC podcast for a while and do something else.
yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm glad to talk to you. You and Sal, and get some topics and talk about snakes.
Absolutely,
so
man.
It should be awesome.
Yeah, so I guess we could start off with speaking of Mutation Creation. I'm sure you're expecting a couple questions regarding that. So we'll just go off of I guess what's your favorite thing about working at Mutation Creation?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of things, right?
I know.
Just that atmosphere, probably, and the new place definitely is a step up from the last one, and just everyone there, we just meshed together so well. So just the atmosphere and just being at such a cool place and working with such amazing animals all day, it's a dream job, literally.
Oh man.
Yeah, I agree. It's a dream job.
Yeah, well, definitely, man. Every time we watch videos, I'm just like, dude, I can't imagine just being around all those. And I mean, you have an insane collection yourself, but just being around all those animals, man, it must blow your mind daily just to see all that.
Oh, yeah. I remember, we kind of get a little bit desensitized. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But I remember my first time ever going to Mutation Creation. I was supposed to be there for 5 minutes. I had someone waiting in the car for me, and I was there for almost an hour and a half. He was showing me everything, and my jaw was hitting the floor left, right. It was crazy, and
oh man, I can imagine to see the Billy's collection in a person,
there's so much stuff that we don't even show you guys. Not because we don't want to show you guys. There's just so much stuff that we can't even put all of them into videos. It literally take maybe 2 or 3 years to put every single thing inside of a video. There's almost 3,000. I think there's over 2,000 in there.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. That's a lot of video. Yeah, but now, Austin, you are making a lot of videos from the facility, so we can see some stuff that we didn't see on the Billy's channel. So that's cool. I like the content. It's really nice.
Thank you, man. It's been awesome, and you've been so steady with it lately. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I took a few days off right now. I haven't posted, I think, 3 or 4 days, but I just needed a little break because doing a whole month in a row, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot. Yeah, and can you imagine, guys, Brian Barczyk doing this for 4 years every day? Okay. I mean, now he have a guy who helped him to editing and all kinds of stuff, but still he did this for 3 years just for himself, and every day. It's insane.
He was very dedicated, and it shows with his success. Basically, if you really put your heart and that much work in anything, it's gonna succeed. It takes time sometimes, but he really pushed it far, and you can see what you could do if you stay constant with something every day, just putting content or working towards a goal. You can really push towards the little things add up,
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But you need a break sometimes. That guy.
Yeah, we need a break sometime because it can be too much. I mean, I have a small collection, and I'm making a video a little bit. But you, Austin, and you have a huge facility, so you're working every day and cleaning and filming, and you're filming for Billy and you're filming for yourself. So it's extra job,
Yeah.
And
also cleaning for Billy. Cleaning for myself.
Yep.
Yeah,
dude,
that's
when
insane.
you were doing them every day, I was like, dude, I don't know how you're keeping up with your own collection, working there full time, doing videos every day. Then you're doing podcasts every Monday. I'm just like, dude, you must you're keeping up with Billy. That's insane, dude.
Some nights you just don't sleep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep when we're dead.
So Austin, you guys can breed ASFs or rats in your area?
We're not doing it. We can, but we're not doing it yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking if you can, because I know some parts like cells can't breed rats in Alberta, but you guys can. Yes. So imagine like breeding rats for this collection that Billy has. It's extra.
Man.
No, I think he will like hire some other guys for rats, because that's a lot of job, and a lot of work to clean them and taking care and
just the smell too. It's like, oh
yeah, man.
The rats smell, especially when you have like a barn full of them. Holy cow! If you're not keeping up with that, that's gonna really start to smell.
Man, I can't imagine, like, especially with mice, like people who breed mice. I'm like, dude, you're brave, man, for dealing with that daily. Like that, I gotta hand it to them.
Yeah,
like, that's insane.
Yeah, and they're not sweet either. Sometimes they'll nip you if you're pulling babies and stuff. I used to breed rats a long time ago, and the smell is just horrible. The moths are vicious. I've been bit many times by rats, and it's 100 times worse than a snake bite. I'll take a snake bite like 1,000 times over for one rat bite. It's ridiculous. And they're
really?
cute.
Oh, really? So you get bit by rats?
Sometimes, even feeding at Mutation Creation, we're feeding so many snakes, and we're just doing like a repetitive motion, and you're getting nipped a lot. Not as bad as like a mother protecting her baby rats, but they're still like tearing your skin. They're it's not fun.
Yo, and you guys power through those. I've watched the videos, man. I'm like, man, you guys like know how to do that, because like you're like going like one after another, man. You have the technique down.
The most efficient way. Like it just plops the rat in the tub. The rat runs around and the snake takes him down. It's just it's very efficient. Awesome. Next one, the next one, the next one.
Okay, so I do have the question. Like, okay, so for example, Austin, there is a snake in Billy's facility. She was ate like rats, and then she stopped. Are you guys going to offer her ASFs?
At first, we would have offered her ASF after like 2 or 3 weeks of not eating, but now we're going straight to Da Vinci. We do Da Vinci. Anything that doesn't eat that week, we give it Da Vinci, and then we hope it eats the next week. If it doesn't eat after 2 weeks of Da Vinci, we're gonna go and offer it ASF.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a bunch of questions about Da Vinci, because Billy made the video, but there's still some topics, and I was asking him about it, and he told me to ask you, Austin, because you are doing it. So probably we'll get back to this like later.
You want to get back to that one, Nazar?
Say again?
You want to get back to that one after that question about the Da Vinci, or do you want to ask it?
Yeah, later. Let's talk about it later.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'll just put up this question now too. If anyone has any questions for Austin too, just drop them in the chat and we'll try to get to them.
Okay.
So Amy, my wife, said, "What's your favorite thing about the new MC location?"
Oh, hello, Amy. And basically, I think just like the whole layout, basically, because before we had everything in one big room. We used to eat there. We'd watch some TV there. We talk, and it's really hot in the room. It was like 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And just like after being there all day, especially the snakes, you smell the snakes, especially on rat days, it wouldn't smell too good. Just being in there and eating there all day, it was just really, it wasn't the best. But now that we have a separate room where we can actually go and eat, relax, take a break, it's a big step up. And that's probably the front room. It's definitely going to be my new favorite thing.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, you have a really nice the front room where the kitchen is, and
it looks
really nice. That looks amazing. It looks like I would never say that this is like a snack facility or breeding. For me, it's like a kind of restaurant or hotel. It's really nice. The construction is insane. Like literally, it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we just put the glass in too. It's really nice.
Oh man, so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll just jump to another question here. So this one was from Nazar actually. Who is the one person that inspired you the most to get into the hobby?
It's probably going to be Brian Barszczuk.
Okay, cool.
When I was
young, same thing.
Same here. Of course.
One day I was on YouTube and I just stumbled across one of his videos, and then I started watching them, and then I started watching a few Ralph Davis videos when he was like some clowns and stuff, and I was like, holy cow, that stuff, ball pythons are insane.
Seriously.
And at first I got into Boas because a lot of people said that ball pythons were pet rocks and stuff. They didn't do anything. At the time, it was when banana was on the decline. That's when I just started to get into the hobby. Ball python wise, and everyone was telling me, "Oh, don't do it. It's really bad. You're gonna lose all your money. Just don't waste your time. Just go do boas. Go do something else." So I started doing boas and retics, and then I was watching a lot of boa videos that Brian did. And then I seen him post all the ball python videos, and that's when I seen Ralph Davis, Justin, and I even seen a couple of Billy's videos from a long time ago, because he was one of the only people in Canada posting ball python videos. Another guy out west, his name is Henry. I do not know how to say his last name. It's like
Puron.
Yeah, like A1 Pythons.
Yeah.
He used to make a lot of cool videos.
Yeah, man.
Probably like Henry, Brian, and probably Ralph Davis really pushed me into the ball pythons.
Yeah. It's sad that Ralph is out of the hobby right now. But yeah. I heard that he got divorced and and this and that. So but I know some guys, they told me that he's thinking about coming back, into this hobby, and it's going to be sick,
That'd be amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. So yeah, same for me. Like in general, I love Steve Irwin. I watched a bunch of his videos in the past, but the Brian, the guy who got me into this hobby, like making the money from the snakes and then breed them, and it's so Brian Barczyk, and then Justin, Billy, all those guys.
Man. I think for me too is like I started off watching Brian, and same with Henry Puron, because I was like, back in the day, man, that guy was like, for when he started doing videos, he was producing some pretty crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
I still remember like a lot of the videos being like, man, this guy is producing like crazy shit for like, especially for Canada. Like,
oh yeah,
he was producing mad animals. And like I was watching Ralph too, and then I started watching Garrick DeMeyer like really early on, and Garrick blew me away, and I started really following Garrick DeMeyer's stuff just because I found his videos were just so simple. Like there wasn't any fireworks going on. He just was showing awesome animals.
And he shows so many clutches in one video. It's like crazy.
It was crazy, dude. And he's still doing it. Like I swear, that guy's such an OG, man.
I know. His collection is insane. Like
it's nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts. That's awesome though, man. I feel like we all kind of, you could just, it just goes to show that Brian really did inspire so many people. Whether it was from when he first started or even just people are still getting into it. I mean, he's still out there. So it's pretty awesome. And how much he's expanded now is nuts.
Oh yeah. He's like, he's almost a celebrity, like outside of Reptiles now. So it's pretty cool.
It is, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So Austin, how did you start working for Bailey? Like how it was like the line was the first one, right? Who?
I was the first one.
Oh, you're the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our line has been there for almost 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been there now, Austin?
We're just over 4 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Crap, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, 2 years. So like you're messaging like with Bailey, and then he asked you to come and work for him, or you just?
I used to go buy a couple of snakes from him when I first started getting into the hobby, and I always see him at the expos. And one time he had an Enchi Blade Clown proven breeder male for sale. It was like a lot of money, and I wanted it, so I talked to him about it at the expo. I'm like, I don't have the money right now, but I'll get it. And he's like, come by the facility, come talk to me. So then I sold my motorcycle, and then I purchased the snake from him, and I added him on Facebook. I started looking at everything he was producing and all the crazy stuff he made with the clown, and I was so excited. And then 6 or 7 months later, I went back to Facebook, and I missed it by 2 or 3 months that he had an ad up saying he needed help. And so I replied to it, even though it was 2 months old, and he said, yeah, I can still use some help on the weekends or weekdays, late at night. So I right away jumped on the opportunity because I wasn't working at the time. And the rest, everything just fell into place. He had a full-time worker quit And then I started working full time, and then everything. The rest is just history.
Man, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Meant to be.
So you were friends with Lord Lion before he came to
No.
the Billy, or no?
No, I met Lord of Lion in 2019 at the Reptiles Breeders Expo, the
Okay.
Canadian Reptiles Breeders Expo. We had Justin Kabelka, Ozzy Boyds, Brian Barschek.
I think I remember. There's the picture with the Billy with them, like
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
guys. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the show.
was-
I remember.
At Expo is where I met Lion, and I actually didn't meet him at the Expo. We had a dinner after the Expo that Billy held, and then Brian knew Lord of Lion, and then he invited him over, and we sat next to each other. Actually, I sat next to Lord of Lion's brother, and we started talking. Then me and Lord of Lion started talking, and then we just became friends.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Things are meant to be like that. Like it just, you know, obviously it worked out in everyone's favor too. Like I know, like, you know, Billy obviously respects having you there and respects your opinion on a lot of stuff, which is awesome too.
Yeah. Well, we've been working together for so long. Like we know where we're strong at.
Yeah, exactly.
We help each other out, so we really mesh together well.
Yeah, my favorite video on the Billy's channel is when he hit the Monsoon, the leopard Monsoon. I mean, I probably watched this video like, I don't know, like 40 times, you know. And the most funny thing that when Billy cut the eggs and Austin like have no idea what it is, and you said probably like you said pinstripe or something like not the Monsoonish, you know. And Billy like no, and he started to dancing, and it's you know, it's that's amazing. Like he has so the passion, you know, and especially when you hit something from the snacks that wasn't hats, like, you know, for when you bought it, and now it's you are getting, you know, Monsoon from it. So that's cool. I'm still like we have a bunch of like topics with Sal about the Monsoon, and I'm very excited to see Monsoon in Pythons, how it will react, you know.
Dude.
And it's probably the most anticipation result for me, the project that people working with, and I want to see, you know, the Monsoon Python.
Yeah, me and Billy are having a bit of a race to hit it.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say you're getting close to hitting it yourself, man. That's unreal, dude. And with special in it too, right?
Yeah, right now I have a special double het, the special double het pairing, and the female is around 28 millimeters.
Oh my god, dude!
But Billy has, he has a special double het bred to a leopard special yellow belly double het, and she's around 27 millimeters. So we're neck and neck right now. They're both double heads, so it's gonna be very rare. Like what happened. We both have special on both sides, so we couldn't just hit a super special pied, and it'll be hard to tell from there. But anything that clutch, I'm probably gonna keep back. Same with Billy. But
yeah, for sure, man.
Dude, that's incredible. But you never know, man. That's the thing, right? And like with your positivity towards the eggs, and I guarantee, like, I just have this feeling, man. Like I'm like, dude, you're probably gonna hit it, man. I have a feeling.
I hope we both hit it. Like I don't care if I hit it second. I just want to hit one. So
exactly. Yeah, who cares?
Billy, you can hit it first by all means. As long as I can hit one. I don't need the bragging rights of hitting first.
No, dude. Even getting second place for that one, like you're still. I feel like you're still pretty far ahead of most people in that realm. So I mean, and I mean that's the beauty of it, right? Like who cares about the world's first? Just hitting that is gonna be insane, dude.
Yeah. If I don't hit it now, I'll hit it in the future for sure. I have about 15 female holdbacks that look double het. So
dude,
they're all combos and stuff. So fingers crossed.
Speaking of which, we'll stick on Monsoon. Do you still, because I know you've mentioned it before, do you still believe that Monsoon could be co-dominant, or that?
I don't think it's recessive.
Okay.
Really? You don't think it's recessive? You think it's a co-dom?
Every single het Monsoon I've seen that's been sold on the market has these markers that are these het markers, but for them to be so consistent, they're more consistent than het pied. They've changed a little bit with every different morph, but they're very consistent throughout. So I think it's just a subtle codon with a very expressive super. like a fire.
Yeah.
It's a very low expression codon, but when you put them together, it's an all white snake. So I think that's what it is.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's got to be one of the, if it is, that's going to be like one of the most explosive codons. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, because I produced everything from a het male. I have a double het Monsoon Pied male that Billy produced, and we didn't even know it was het Monsoon at the time, but we tracked back the lineage, and then as he produced the Monsoon, we we're like, holy cow, right? So I was really happy I got him.
Oh man!
When I started breeding him, half of the stuff that comes out just looks totally different than everything else. Like the patterns whacked out, the colors are darker, more deeper. It has all these other little markers, and it's just really different than what we're used to seeing. So, and those are the ones that also are for sale right now. So if I'm looking at a special that looks really weird, and I look at Dave Green's special het Monsoons,
yeah,
they're looking almost identical to what I'm producing. And then I'm also making ones in the clutch that look normal, just normal. Right. So to be able to isolate it like that, and even to produce a normal that actually doesn't even look normal. It looks somewhat like a normal, but it's darker. The patterns are different.
It's interesting.
It's very different. It's like for it to be a het and that expressive, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that's the whole, because that's I mean that right there is the whole difference between the two. If you can visually at least see it, and then yeah, that's so crazy, dude.
It's a lot more expressive than het pied. If it is just a het, I think it might just be classified as a het because some people are going to have trouble seeing it.
Right.
But to me, it's like
you can see it
all day.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like I feel like a lot of people are saying it just because they're kind of jumping on a bandwagon, whereas you do have more experience than most people. I'm not saying maybe than everyone, but than most, you have experience with it. You've hatched clutches with it, or you've seen Billy's clutches hatch. Yeah. Like at least you have that experience behind you. So
yeah, I've hatched 9 clutches that produced het Monsoons or possible het Monsoons, but
yeah.
You can eat. If I were to bring some out, I'll actually send some pictures.
Yeah, dude.
I'll put some on my story later. So
yeah,
if you want to go check out my Instagram, Royal Highness Pythons, look at the story. And I'll even do a YouTube video on my channel just showing what I have. My holdbacks are het Monsoon because I wasn't going to put them in my regular holdback video because I didn't want all the backlash. Like, oh, how are you going to say that's het Monsoon? But I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll go and identify some markers for you guys. So in the future, when you guys produce them, you will have, or if you guys buy our het Monsoon and produce them 50%, you guys can go pick out which ones you're going to want to keep because it's night and day between a normal and a het Monsoon, or even the
awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
I think we help out a lot of people like that too, like just being straight up.
The thing that I don't like about Monsoons that they are like really dominant gene. You know,
it's a very overpowering gene.
So hopefully the Pied will like change those patterns, you know, because everyone was curious about the leopard, about Billy made the leopard, and it's still like, you know, Monsoonish. And I'm curious if there is some pattern gene that can change a little bit, you know. I mean, still there's no Monsoon clowns. I mean,
there's the Moray clown. And the Moray.
Okay, Moray, it's the guy from Europe.
Irish Reptiles.
Yes. He's the first one who get a stranger, right?
Yeah, he was the originator of stranger.
Yeah, I know this guy. So he made the clown.
The Moray, yeah. The Moray actually popped up in his clowns, from what I heard. So he's very lucky. He was trying to just make clowns, and he started making Morays. And Moray looks almost identical to Monsoon. So we're gonna try proving it out in the future. But
so did he make one? The clown Moray?
I think he has a few combos.
And he showed it like how they looks like different.
Clown is not the way to go inside of Monsoon.
I would.
It looks nicer. It does look nicer than normal Monsoon, but
yeah,
it wasn't like, wow, that's so much different, you know.
I think I don't obviously no one knows yet, but I feel like if it works out how we want it to work out, I think Pied is going to be hard to beat. And I think any sort of color changing
100%
mutation, like I know you're a fan of Ultramel, but like an Ultramel Monsoon or something like that, or Lavender.
Just easy banana, like.
Yeah, 100%.
Something like that would be like next level.
But
actually,
still,
this is lead to a good question that we have. Actually, I mean, keep going, Nazar. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
What gene do you think is going to make Monsoon to another level? Monsoon, I mean, I just want to say that Monsoon is still the unique gene, you know, from everything that you have in a hobby, and it's still, I think, a lot of different ways that you can put it and make something, you know, something amazing. We will see. There is still much to do with the Monsoon, and
tons.
There's so many genes, you know, it's impossible to make everything, you know.
Yeah. So,
what do you think?
I take it to the next level.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of hate for this, but I think it's gonna be spider.
Okay, why?
Mind blowing.
So why you're getting hate about that? Like because it's a spider?
Yeah, people tend not to like the spider. They think that we shouldn't even be breeding it.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so funny though. Like, I always bring this back to like dog breeds. Like, it's funny that the same person who says that owns like a pug or something. Where it's like, I don't understand. Like, most of them are fine. That's the funny thing. Like,
even if they do have a wobble, it usually doesn't affect breeding, eating, or even the quality of life. So I wouldn't like. To me, it's just like a disability. If you want to go to stop something because it has a disability, that's like discrimination. I just don't think it's right.
I agree, man.
Like,
100%.
If somebody wants to breed a spider, let them breed a spider. If you don't want to breed it, don't put it in your collection. Don't
exactly.
You don't have to add your 2 cents every time you see a spider.
But there is a lot of animals, like, you know, the reptiles that people breeding, like dogs, you know, like French bulldogs, and a bunch of animals that people are breeding still, and they don't care, you know. You like it, okay, you don't like it, that's fine. I mean, still, like, probably my favorite freeway is a spider freeway that Bailey's made. It's just insane. Like,
it's insane.
I looked at, you know, and it's I mean, I don't have a spider in my collection, but when I saw this animal, I was blown away, and I just imagine like adding leopard and yellow belly, orange dream, and I mean, there is so much to do. And I heard, I could be wrong, but if in the pairing, if the female spider, so the babies will have like less those problems, or no, opposite side?
It's just 50-50 chance of you getting it.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's a male or female, right?
Like, male or female doesn't matter. Whatever you have could have a wobble, could have a bad wobble, could have no wobble.
Okay, so I heard this somewhere in YouTube, or somebody told me about it. So you know, people are trying to find like different ways to prove, like, to say what is right and what is not, and you know, and
so, like, I heard some other stuff. Like, people try to tell me that if the tip of the tail is white, it's a het clown marker. Like, a lot of people are making up these things. I'm hearing a lot lately. Like, that was one of them. I just went to Mutation Creations, the rack, like all the het clowns, and we had like 10 het clowns that proved that clown with black tip of the tail. And we have ones that are not het clown that we bred clowns to make het clowns that have the tip of the tail white. So,
dude, the video I released today, I like brought up the fact, because I did that like Desert Ghost versus Clowns, and I brought up the fact that I had heard, I won't mention, well, you can go watch my video, but anyway, a bigger breeder had mentioned that he had noticed the white tip on the tail thing, and I was like, I'm not saying that I believe in it, because like I've seen it on animals, but that doesn't necessarily make it true. And that's what I said in my video. I was like, I don't want to be putting out there that that's like 100%. But I had heard it from a bigger breeder who had mentioned it. But that's good to know, though. I like hearing that.
Yeah, because like even like, it's like ringers and het pies.
Yeah.
A lot of other genes throw ringers. So like, you're gonna go and throw out there, the white tip, but you don't know what other genes throw white tips if you haven't been looking at this.
Yeah.
Like, the best thing to do when you're trying to identify a het marker, because I've made up a lot of het markers myself. Like, I've noticed them. And the best thing to do is to notice a certain pattern that's reoccurring inside of these heads. Yeah. And we'll start looking at other morphs and look at any other morphs. Like, I'll give one up, like het ghosts. Het ghosts tend to be very wacky.
Right.
Like, they just throw a little bit more of a wackier pattern, hooks, a little peppering inside of the pattern. But there's other genes that do this. So if you're trying to breed a ghost or het ghost to a normal and make 50% het ghosts, and you want to pick out which ones are going to be het ghosts, you're looking for the wacky ones. But if you don't know that fire, vanilla, a whole bunch of other genes also do that little wackiness and add those speckling in, you're not holding yourself back, holding back females that are actually not going to prove out. So like you have to really, if you think that you have a het marker, you notice a het marker, go and look and research every other morph and see how it affects the other morphs, how it plays into those morphs, or if other morphs also display those markers.
Yeah, man, that's good advice. I'm glad we actually ended up chatting. It's funny because I pre-wrote most of these questions, so like when I just put up there, I was like, this is perfect time for this because, yeah, like I've never heard any consistent markers for het clowns, and I know for other hets there have been markers. I just have never heard of anyone actually find a consistent het clown marker, and I don't know if there is one. So I don't know and if you don't want to share, dude, it's 100% cool. I respect that, but
I haven't found one just for het clown,
okay.
But I have found markers when you mix it with other recessives. Like double het clown pieds do have more markers.
Okay.
And double het ghost clowns.
Okay, stop. Let's stop here. So you said that because I bought a snake from Justin back in 2018. She was a horrible eater. So she is a leopard head clown, 50% head pied. So you said that could be some markers on her. Yeah. Okay, Austin. So I mean, wait for 25 pictures from me from all the angles, so you can tell me if she's have like those head pied markers or no on her, because
I've seen a lavender clown that was het pied, and they looked a lot different than all the other lavender clowns I've seen. So
okay,
there's definite markers and changing in the pattern.
Okay, cool. So I probably have to look at it.
Pictures, and I'll show you why I think or why I don't think. But
yeah, you don't have to release it publicly, but I mean, if you can help Nazar out, that'd be awesome.
It's hard to if I'm not looking at a snake, like for me to go and explain pattern, because I might call it something different than what someone else calls it. Like alien heads, I don't like calling them alien heads all the time. I like calling them other names. Like some people call the keyholes, I like calling them donut holes if they look a little bit different. Like I have different names, but like I should do a video on that. And
yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Probably.
But
I think it'd be sweet because I know it's a touchy subject because no one.
Like, it's my opinion, right?
Yes, exactly. And people like to attack opinions, so I understand why it's kind of hard to do stuff like that because people just
100%
attack shit right away. Like especially if, and it sucks because back in the day, especially earlier on in the hobby, giving something out like that would get you basically blacklisted. Like you're
100%.
kind of off. I understand.
That's insane. Like people are crazy. I don't listen to them. It's you're just putting the energy to the wrong side.
100%.
Yeah. So that's okay. So I want to ask about Da Vinci liquid. So we have some questions about it. So
yeah, I put them up here. Basically,
so how much do you dose, like from 1,000 gram and higher? You're putting the same amount or you're putting more?
So I put 1 milliliter in any snake above 500 grams. Just 1 milliliter.
Okay, so 1 milligram, you said, right?
Yeah, 1 milliliter, yeah.
Okay, 1 milliliter to 500 and under, right?
Yeah, 500 and over.
Oh, okay.
Anything under, I'll do about half of that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, and how often you guys do? Once a month?
Once a week, once every 2 weeks. If we don't do it that week, we'll do it the week after. It's not like has to be every week. But we try to do it every week.
Every week?
Mm-hmm.
With the same amount?
Yeah, it's the ones that are not eating. So like basically the ones that didn't eat that week are gonna get it, and then the ones that ate, they're good. If the one ate this week that got it last week, he's not getting it this week. But if one didn't eat last week, he's going to get it again.
Okay, cool. Do you offer it to the hatchlings? Like 100 grams, 200 grams, 300 grams,
I think 300 is the smallest I've done so far.
Okay.
Anything smaller than that, we have other ways to get them eating stuff. We use the vanilla extract. We put it on the rat. We also do assist feeding if it's like a dire state. Everything else failed, but we also go to ASFs, and ASFs really tend to do the trick.
Nice.
Okay, so do you have like some snakes that you guys assist feeding for like 2, 3, 4 months and more?
Usually after like a month of assist feeding, they're good. But we have had, I think once, maybe 2 years ago, we had one that we assist feed for like 2 or 3 months. And then after that, it picked up.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, because I have a female that she just can eat by herself. So I assist feed her probably like 3 months, and
Try the vanilla. Have you tried the vanilla?
No.
So yeah, just get a little bit of vanilla extract, put it on the back of the rat's head, and leave it in there. It blows my mind how it works.
That's so weird.
I think it's just the scent.
Yeah.
Certain scents stimulate stuff in the brain, like lavender stimulates more calmness in humans. Maybe the vanilla does something to the snakes.
And do you find like you have to keep up with that consistently, or is it usually like maybe do it once or twice and then they'll get back on to
usually
without?
They'll just go on without. There's a certain period where they'll only want that, but then after they usually just transition, even with the ASF.
That's awesome, man. I definitely want to try that now. I haven't. I remember. I can't remember which live you guys did. Someone else had suggested that on
Earl, the one with the reptiles.
That's right. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
Oh, that's very weird.
It's so weird. But I guess it makes sense. Maybe that scent triggers, like you were saying, like it triggers something, obviously.
I want to know who came up with that.
Yeah, that's so weird, dude.
Yeah, so I had some sick snakes in the past, and I brought them to my vet, and she like gave the supplement to my snake for making her like want to eat,
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a second. So I took my Da Vinci Boa, Da Vinci this liquid, and I brought to the vet. I showed to them, and they said this is like the same thing that they are giving to the snake for making like the supplement for the stomach, same thing.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's the vet told me, I mean, you can use it. It's not to harm the snake. So I can, I don't know, post it public on Instagram that the vet say that this thing is cool for the snakes, because I know there's a lot of people saying that, oh, now we're starting to give them this liquid, and then what, the steroids and all the stuff, and
it's not. It's all
saying like, yeah, for some of the people, it like sounds like it's like a chemicals or some, like I said, like steroids, make them wants to eat, but this is just a supplement. There is no chemicals, no nothing. This is the same thing that vets are using in a hospital, Yeah, and I paid for one shot $250, and I bought the bottle for $85. I was fucking shit. Why? It was insane. Say again?
Now you know. That's
yeah. Now I know. I mean, because I don't know, guys, if you remember, but I probably was the first one who asked on Billy's podcast like 2 or 3 months ago about. Oh, Sally's gone somewhere.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. So I was asking Billy how to get back snake on eating, because I had a snake that like she doesn't eat for 11 months, 11, almost 12 months. And he said about this liquid from Da Vinci, but before that, Sal helped me to get her back on feeding. I just take her from the top and put on the bottom, just change the levels, and she grabbed the jumbo mice, and I was like, man, it's a leopard clown pied, and like 12 months without feeding, like it's
stressful.
Yeah, now I'm offering this liquid and she's get back on eating, you know. But it's weird because 1 week she get jumbo, next week she get ASF, and then rat, and then ASF, and then mice, you know, and she just eating different rodents, you know.
Yeah.
I said, but that was like, dude, that was a good one, man. Yeah, man. I was, dude, when that snake finally ate, Nazir sent me a message, and I could just tell in his voice how like stoked he was, dude. It was,
100%.
It was so awesome. Such a great feeling, man. Speaking of feeding, though, I have a question. Like, I have a couple of females around like the 200-gram mark. They like they'll take the food every time. I feed frozen thawed rats, and they'll coil it and everything, but then they end up leaving it. So they don't actually take it, but they're very like ferocious when it comes to like, as soon as I put it in there, they take it, coil it, but they'll leave it. Is there any like recommendation on what the best thing to do for that would be?
So I used to have the exact same problem when I did frozen thawed, and paper bag is the best way to do it. So you get like a paper lunch bag.
Yeah.
You put the snake inside of its tub, and you put the rat in after it coils it. Pinch it, like fold it, pinch it with a little nose clip or a clip or something.
Yeah.
Leave it in there, and about an hour it should swallow it.
What? That's so crazy, dude.
That's something weird I read up on. I think it was on King Snake a long time ago, but it always worked for me. So
dude,
definitely try it out.
So let them coil it, put them in there with it coiled.
Oh, put the snake in the bag before you even offer it.
Okay, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so put him in the bag, let him hit it in the bag, and then
just leave him, pinch the bag top,
yeah.
Put something to the tape or whatever, pin, whatever you want to close it with.
Dude, that's insane. Why? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so I'll probably try this too.
Yeah. It's an odd thing, but it's one of those odd things you hear, and you just have to try. And when I tried it, it worked every single time.
Dude, that's I need to try, because they're desert ghosts, so I want to get them going. Like I need them to eat, man. Because like they eat sometimes, but it's been like recent. They were eating well, and then they just kind of stopped. So and everyone else in the rack is eating. I checked all the obvious things, so that's good to know. I'm gonna give it a try next week, like for sure.
But some snakes are just picky, like they want their husbandry a certain way. So another thing you can do is take tape and just tape the tub if you have a clear tub.
Yeah.
Just tape everything around it. If you don't have a clear tub, maybe pile up some more substrate so it has like it can burrow a bit if it wants to, or it just feels more safe with a lot less space inside of there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
so Austin, if I mean I just like I moved the snake from hatchling tub to 540s ARS, you know. And she like burrowed like almost like I can see her, you know, that's the head. So that means she's like in the stress right now, and I might put the hot box or something, because I just moved, and she skipped the meal like for the first time last week from a new tub, you know. So she's probably don't feel comfortable. She's close to 600-700. I didn't avoid her, so
I wouldn't have moved. What tub was she in before? Like a 1070 or 1065?
Those.
Yeah, I would keep her in there for at least 1,000 grams.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, they will. That's
man, but that. Yeah, I had like 2 or 3 snakes, same problem. So they will not eating on the bigger tub. Like I just holding her, like keeping them, and like like you said, 1,000 grams, even higher, you know. But still, for me, it's hard to see her like coiling. There is no space on it, you know. But when I moved her to a bigger tub, she just stopped eating for a month, you know.
Yeah, the best thing.
You're right.
Safe, because every snake is different. We found in Mutation Creation, we don't even try to move them up to about 1,000 grams. And then usually at 1,000 grams, we'll have 50% of them eat. So we generally go and move them up at 1,150 to 1,200. And
they are so picky, guys, so picky eaters. Like it's a headache, you know. Sometimes we
even had females, like we moved females at 1,200 grams, We put them back. They go down to 1,100, and then we move them back to the smaller bin. Then they go up to 13. And we're like, okay, 1,300 grams. It's 100 grams bigger than last time. We move it back. It goes back down to 1,200. We've actually had to keep one up to 1,400 grams. She would not eat whatsoever in any other tub. She would only eat inside the 1065 rack. So sometimes the female.
Did you guys try to put a hide? Same thing.
We don't do hides. No.
Okay. Yeah, because I got some females. So once I put the hide, she is okay. But the other problem is once you take out the hide, she just don't want to eat. And she could be like 1,600 grams, 1,700 grams. So you have to pull like a huge hide, and it's kind of pain in the ass sometimes,
Yeah, I find the hides just to be a pain. I'd rather not use them because I just find it to be a pain.
Yeah.
They become dependent on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
The best thing to do is just give them enough space as they need to feel safe and comfortable, enough to eat, enough to get their water, thermoregulate when they need to. That's really all they need. And even in the wild, they just stay near roots. They go in termite mounds. They're on the ground. They love small, tight places. So that's just where they're going to be in the wild. They do come out of it, but generally they're hiding most of the time. So the best thing to do is just to really make them feel safe, right?
Yeah.
You want them to thrive, really.
I've just always heard like the best thing is basically, or I was under the impression that like the best thing is for them is for like the tub to essentially be their hide. So like for them to be able to touch side, and back is actually more comfortable for them rather than being like a corner essentially. So like if they're taking up the back end of the entire bin, that is like essentially their hide.
Exactly. I think a snake needs to like at least touch 2 walls.
Yeah.
To feel secure. 3 just makes it feel amazing because even inside of the 50-40 bins, I like to put them up in there to like 3,000, 4,000 grams.
Yeah.
Some people might think that's too big, but when you move them up into the 70-30, they're not going to eat. The same issue as when you're moving them up. It's like I find they don't even want to eat. Like I have some females in my 70-30 that are like 1,900 grams, but they're garbage bins. You have some exceptions, but I usually won't even look at a female to move her up until 3,000 grams, until the other size. Because they need that security. They need to be able to go and feel the bins. They need to be able to that darkness and just they're not what people think they are. People think and all this stuff. No, they.
There's so the Garrick DeMeyer, I believe he posted his last video. Yeah, his last video. So what he's doing with that, he got a snake and he said that some of his snakes can eat like rats for years, and then she can switch to jumbo for 3 weeks, then switch to a ASF for 1 week, and then switch back to rats. I'm like, come on, really? Because I mean, the Garrick, he breed the rodents. He had everything. But for me, I'm buying, and Austin the Bailey is buying too. So I got the ASF for this snake, and I don't have like some other rats to try, to offer her. And I just offer her 1 rat or mice or ASF. And if she want, okay, I put it to the boa and that's it. But if I have like a bunch of, in my facility and I can offer mice or rats or ASFs, and I still can get her on feeding, so it's just like really pain in the ass to know like what they want,
Yeah.
The snake, she can be on the 3 years on a rat, and without the reason she decided to eat like mice, and it's crazy,
Sucks to be like, I love ball pythons, but like they, of all the species, man, that had to have like the craziest combinations and stuff, they're just so finicky, man. Like when you work with boas, it's just like I know you did that one video when you fed like ball pythons in your boas, but I remember having boas too, man, and it's just like it's night and day. Like there's no like they just doesn't matter, man. You could feed them a frozen and they would just still go for it. Like they don't give a shit.
And shit.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like
yeah, I do have some boas too, so they are eating everything. Like
I need to get some boas, man. I'm sick of like having rats left over. Like even 1 or 2 rats just kind of annoys me. Like I miss having Boas just to be able to like not worry about that. Like they just take it, man. There's a question here. We can, if you want to go for that one, Austin. I would say yes, but depends on what codoms are involved. But
if you have a female with 5 different codoms, but my main projects are recessive, would it still be? Of course.
Are you kidding?
I think it would be a good, especially for a female.
Yeah.
Every year, if you have main product as recessives, not a single recessive. So let's say you have clown, pied, and another color. Let's say lavender. And you have this female with 5 different genes, and you don't have some of these genes inside of these projects. The first year you can breed your clown to it, second year you can breed your pied to it, and then your lab. And all 3 years you're making different hets for all these 5 combinations, 5 genes put together, and plus the genes that the males have. It's a no. You really diversify your collection and change your recessive game, especially making some really cool hets.
Yeah, even if the budget is low and you cannot get like double visual male, still if you have like even clown, like and put the 5 codom and make those.
You're laughing.
4 or 5 codoms head clown, and then raising them up, it's insane. So
it's gonna pay off in the future. So it's a no-brainer to go for it.
I agree, man. Especially like you said, like being a female, absolutely. I just feel like no matter where the market goes, having that female as an adult will always be good. No matter what you end up doing, whether you're adding recessive or double recessive, like you just can't go wrong, in my opinion.
Or even a new codom. Like if you go and invest in one of those brand new codoms that are still very high in price, and you just want to go and make the most out of it and be one of those first to make all those really cool combos, that female is definitely going to be one that's going to push your project that much further.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Austin,
I'm still a huge fan of codoms, man. I don't know if it's because I'm old school, but I know recessives have basically taken over, but I'm still a huge fan of stacking stuff.
Oh, 100%. Recessives wouldn't be anything without the codom. So
exactly. Words of wisdom right there, man. I swear. I agree.
Yeah, the probably my best snake that Austin have, the best combo I would say. This is, I believe, the Hypo Leopard Clown.
Yeah.
Dude, this snake, it's just because the leopard, my favorite codam gene, So I'm working a lot. I'm working a lot with the leopard stuff, and dude, this is the favorite one. Like,
yeah, he's insane, and he's actually possible hep pied as well. So.
Oh my god! Oh,
because I have his sister, and his sister's a leopard double het, but she has het pied markers like crazy. And leopards, they came from pieds at first, and a lot of them have het pied lineage going downwards, 50% het pied. But of course, that gets thrown around a lot. So the chances of it being het pied are pretty nice because we do have some lineage in the clutch and some other things.
Okay,
dude,
so yeah, Austin. So Austin, are you working with triple recessives?
I'm moving towards them. The ones I'm moving towards the most, there's probably going to be Ultramel Clown Ghost.
Okay.
And
wow.
That male is going to be pushing that project a lot. And next year, he's going to every Ultramel I have. So,
oh man, dude.
Yeah, this year I just made a lot of double recessive, like Ultramel Clown hets. That's what I'm aiming for. And then next year it's just for the triples.
Mm-hmm. Austin, have you seen the picture? The guy, I believe his name is Daniel from Constriction Addiction.
Mm-hmm.
He made the Ultramel clown, and he didn't put what it is. Maybe you know what it is. It's like an orange. It's Ultramel clown with the purple dorsal stripe.
Okay, I'll go check it out right now.
Oh, dude, if you haven't seen this snake,
Which one was it, Nazar?
I showed you. It's an Ultramel something Constriction Addiction.
Yeah. What was the you don't remember?
No. He didn't mention the combo. He just posted the picture.
Yeah, you messaged it to me, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That man, that's not. I believe that probably it could be a leopard, Ultramel clown. I don't know, because the dorsal stripe is just insane, So it's.
Dude, I still haven't even seen an Ultramel in person yet. Like,
oh jeez,
Man, I've seen from this guy, Constriction Addiction. He like heavy on Ultramel stuff here in US, and he got some, man. The Ultramel is so Austin, Monarch and Ultramel. They are like. Do you see any difference between them?
oh, big differences. I think Ultramels are a lot more orange.
Okay.
They're more lighter because I noticed that.
Yes, they're more lighter. That was about to say. Monarch are darker.
They bring that not so much in the orange or yellow where it's dark. It's in between, all the pattern in between it. Especially maybe not as a baby, but as they age, I've seen some really dark ones around 300 grams, like almost like dark purple sides. Almost it doesn't even almost look purple. It's like gray. And it looks very cool, but I just prefer what the Ultramel does for me. I just
Ultramel is like Ultramel is cool, and it's not cheap. Like just a single Ultramel without the hats costs like a really good money.
100%.
It's like on the market right now, and hopefully, man, you can make some cool stuff with the Ultramel clowns. There is no so many Ultramels. I mean, I tried to Google it, and you have just a few of them, like from 2016, 17, like in old pictures. I mean, I know there is some more pictures on Instagram, but still, I don't see many Ultramel clowns, So.
Do you think like because Ultramel's been out for a bit now, right? Like it's
maybe 7 or 8 years, I think.
Do you think Caramel was why it didn't become so popular like initially? Do you think people had that fear or something like that? Like it's just amazing to me that it didn't become so big so quick. Like it's
also what it was put into. I feel it wasn't with the right genes at first. Because whatever genes you put into a project is definitely going to make or break it, especially at the beginning.
True.
And especially with the whole Caramel thing before, with the females, all the reproduction issues, the slugs, the kinking.
Yeah.
It was just not. It was just in a bad timing for Ultramel. But now Ultramel's in the boom. People are making some really cool stuff. The Ultramel clowns that they made in Europe. Holy cow! The pastel leopard one is insane.
What combo? Say again. What combo?
Pastel leopard Ultramel clown.
Oh man.
Nuts,
the
man.
Leopard.
If you haven't seen it, you have to search it up. It's insane. Like that is the only reason why I wanted to get to the Ultramel project, just because I see that snake. And then after I started looking at all the other Ultramels, I'm like, holy cow! How come no one's working on this? Like there was a select few, but it hasn't. It still hasn't even hit the masses yet. Like a lot of people are still looking at albinos, lavenders. They're super cool, but I think Ultramel just has so much more potential, especially inside the double recessive game. Ultramel Tides look amazing.
Ultramel
Ghosts are insane, and then Ultramel Clown is just crazy. And then you see in the last couple months, seems like everybody's working with it. You have Ozzy, Justin, Constriction Addiction. Everyone's just started posting these pictures of this Ultramel Clown. So I think it's definitely going to be something big, especially.
Austin, Austin, I just sent you the picture of that Ultramel Clown that I just. Say about it. I mean, I don't know what it is.
It looks like a blade.
Blade or leopard? No.
The leopard one looks a little different. I think it might be a blade or a super blade.
Man, but that combo is insane. Like, dude.
But even that, like, that's sick. Even if it's a blade clown or super.
I know the never Reptiles. Zach, he's working with the Ultramel stuff too.
Yeah.
It's getting big, man.
Oh yeah, like I just try to get as many Ultramels as I can. I pretty much bought all of them in Canada that were available.
You're sniping them left and right, dude. Yeah. Like, well, and that's the funny thing. Like in my first collection, like. Because like back in like 2013 or so, I had just picked up caramels because it was still kind of like, I mean, it was known, but it wasn't super known yet, and people were still thinking maybe it was like an incubation issue or like it was that classic thing where no one was saying shit basically.
Yeah.
But man, even caramels in person were like nuts. You couldn't compare it to a picture. So I can't imagine what Ultramel is like in person.
Oh, Ultramel in person is insane. Like the camera,
insane, man, insane.
especially-
They are so orange, like.
Billy has this Enchi Ultramel.
Oh man,
It is the most orange snake he has at the collection. Like it blows my mind, and it even has a ringer on the tail, so we're hoping it's hep pied.
Oh my god!
It could just be a random ringer, but the chances of a random ringer inside of an Enchi are very low. So
yeah.
Dude,
that is nuts, man.
I mean, there's just so many genes, you know, to working with, and I don't think if you will try to work it with everything, it's not gonna bring you a huge success. You know, you still have to choose which recessive you want to work in with, and stick to this. You know, because
100%.
like I mean, I want to work with everything, but still I focus more on like clown pies, and now I'm starting to get into the desert ghost. You know, and of course I have a bunch of clowns. And yellow belly and acid. I love acid gene. Acid, my second one favorite. Leopard, acid. I love bongo. Orange dream, yellow belly, everything. I'm trying to put it everywhere, you know. So this is what I'm wanna working with. But Ultramel is sick, and I was looking for Ultramel last year, but there go like this. Ultramel, double head Ultramel clown like this, like yo, and probably that's Austin buying them, you know.
Yeah, man. Every breeder you message, they're like, "Sorry, dude, Austin just messaged me like 5 minutes ago, man. I'm sorry."
That's okay. Yeah. So this is the only triple head Austin that you're working with. You want to work with like Ultramel hypo clowns.
Yeah, that's one of my bigger goals.
Okay. Yeah. I'm working with hypo G-stripe clown. This is and I can say that there is like some influence when you have head G-stripe. I mean, the head G-stripe, they looks like yellow belly. They are very, very bright. And I mean, I showed Sal those babies, and he said that they kind of weird, maybe a yellow belly. And then I watched the Shane video he made, and he got some double head G-stripe clowns, and they looks like desert ghost, you know. And this is I believe the influence of G-stripe, and so it's easier for me, you know, because if you can tell that the snake have a head, it's cool, it's nice, you know, when you get the 50% animal and you can say that this is the 100%, you know. It's so cool, like it's really nice.
Yeah, it's very rewarding feeling just knowing that, like, when you produce your own animals, you're like, there's none of that, even that little bit of like guesswork where you're like, oh man, I hope this is double head, man, because waiting 2 years to find out it's not like that. And sometimes even with double heads, it sucks even further, because even after 2 years, if she doesn't prove that first year just by your luck, you're still sitting there like, oh man, come on.
Yeah.
Did she actually? Or what? That sucks, man.
Funny story about heads.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. In 2018, I was buying 3 pieds from a guy at an expo, Canada Reptiles Breeder Expo, actually. And I remember I came very late, and he's like, he had to go somewhere. He had another guy who was supposed to pick up these 2 double head ghost clown females, and they're both like 900 grams. And the guy wasn't responding to his text messages. And the guy says, here, these are 2 100% double head ghost clowns. I know I have no paperwork for them, nothing. He's like, I'll throw these both in for $50. So I said, okay, like even if they're normals, $50, I can probably get my money back.
Yeah.
And that is one of them. One of those is the mom to the leopard ghost clown.
Wow, two double heads for $50.
Yep, females.
Dude, that's like the deal of a life.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's been some lucky times, like if you just really like believe and like really put that positivity out there, you'll get some really good deals, and you'll find some really good gems, and people will just even give you discounts and stuff. Yeah. A huge shout out to Norm Fairhead.
Yeah, man.
Great deal on a G-stripe enhancer 2 years back, and I just can't thank him enough today because I didn't even want to pay that little for that snake. But Norm's a great guy. I helped him out a lot. He just wanted to help me out. A great guy, Norm. Like, if you really be positive in this hobby, help as many people, it will come back to you. Maybe not from the people that you helped, but if you just really go and show positivity and be really ambitious in this hobby, it'll pay off. You'll have little blessings here and there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes it's
100%.
kind of tough, because Sal now, like, oh, okay, so here's the topic. Okay, Sal, so how long you breeding ball pythons? When was your first season?
For Austin, right?
Yes. What year?
2015.
Oh, okay. You see, I mean, okay. So I started to breed ball pythons in 2018. It's okay. So clutches on 18, 19, 20. Austin, 90% all the babies. I got probably 12 clutches. I mean, I'm a small one, I'm just tucking and holding back the stuff, and I'm just building my collection. So I got probably on 3 years, I got 15 clutches, 90% males, 90%, dude. It's hard, I mean, and I'm positive. I'm like, dude, okay, this clutch, it's all the females. Everywhere.
It's all
eight eggs, seven males, one female, and all the code dumps, all the like 3, 4, 5 code dumps is the males, and normal head is a female, and I'm like, what the fuck, and I started to talk to the breeders, and some of them told me that temperature of your incubator can affect it. Is it true? What do you think?
Not inside of pythons.
No, I mean, I know it's about the geckos and alligators, crocodilians.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, about the snakes, that I messaged with some guys, and because I used to incubate on 90, 91. This is the temperature where you will get a bunch of like all of the males from the leopard geckos, and it's probably mentally I'm trying to find like those mistakes I made. Maybe it's a temperature, maybe it's this and that, but it was tough for me to hit a bunch of like 3 years and males, everywhere.
See, I don't believe it's really. I think it just comes down to luck in the end.
Okay, so you think that there is no playing in temperatures, right?
No, because I do 89.9, and I've had some clutches that are all male, some that are all female, some that are mixed, some that are lean towards one. It's really sporadic, and it's not something that we can control or we know how to control yet. Maybe in the future, but I don't think temperatures is a factor as much as we think. It might be other things, like the way we roll the eggs, or the way the eggs are positioned. I think that might be a factor, but
that's interesting.
That's just something I'm speculating. I'm trying to work on right now with my own clutches.
That's sweet. Yeah,
I'm just taking notes of everything I do, right? So if I'm noticing something, I'm trying to go and replicate it. So
that's the only way we can learn, is if people are willing to like try stuff out. Because I don't know. That's the thing. I've never really done any research. I don't know if that's been scientifically proven that pythons have no temperature incubation difference or whatever, like geckos do. Some species of geckos.
Yeah,
but
I've had like even some friends who breed ball pythons. They've done like 83, 86 incubation. It just makes the process twice as long almost. You add 20 to 30 days, but it's the same numbers. It's just adding more risks. You do more temperature, there's more days, more risk for something going wrong. I think the best is 85.9. Wait, 89.5. Sorry, not 85.
85.9.
Don't do that. That's gonna take.
Don't do that. Oh shit, man. I keep telling you, Nazar, your day's coming, man. Like you're gonna have good karma now. You're gonna have like 5 clutches of females, dude. Like just so it evens out.
Yeah, I'm still I just that's the luck, you know.
It already happened.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
Our buddy Jason here has a question. What's your take on the Sentinel Paint project? Are they the same gene?
Jason, my buddy, very cool guy.
Nice. What's up, Jason? So I don't follow the projects that well. I've heard about Sentinel in like 2017 and Paint in 2017. I looked at it a bit. They look very, very similar. They could be different. I haven't looked into it enough, but from what I'm seeing, they're very similar. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they're the same. And Billy actually owns some paints. He doesn't have any Sentinel, but I've seen a lot of Sentinel from like 514 Reptiles. He has some cool stuff. He's making
Khalil, yeah,
exactly, Khalil, and even some of the hets, like the paint, the super paint is basically what people are calling a Sentinel, or what looks like a Sentinel, from my opinion, or what I've learned.
Okay, Austin, in your opinion, Sentinel paint, is it recessive or code down? Okay, let's do this. I asked a lot of people, who have a Sentinel paint, and they said some like 70% saying that this is the code down, and 30% saying that this is a recessive gene, because the head's looking almost like a visual Sentinel. Same thing with the Monsoon, you know. Like
Yeah,
you said, if you're gonna mix with some other genes, it will pop out like code downs, you know. So, but I like it, so it's nice.
I can definitely see a difference with like the paints in the normal versions. I haven't seen that many head Sentinels, or haven't looked at them, but I do see the paint being co-dominant.
Yes, very nice.
So the Sentinels being the same, which they do look very similar, because I have seen some paint combos in the Sentinel, the head Sentinel, the same combo, like a pastel pinstripe head Sentinel and a pastel pinstripe paint. Fairly similar thing going on, so I would not be surprised if they just same gene, like banana coral glow.
Right, man. That's a good question, Jason. That's awesome, man.
I have a feeling
working with is he working with Sentinel, Nazar? Jason?
Who, me or Jason?
Jason.
Yeah, but he had one. There's on my last video on YouTube.
Oh right, yeah, right. Good. Go. You guys can go check out that video. It's actually an awesome video of Jason's collection, man.
Yeah, I mean, Austin, he had a. Oh my God, I'll try not to screw this up, like always.
Jason, help him out, man.
A super orange dream. Okay, I screwed this up.
Jason will drop it. He'll drop it.
Super orange dream, cryptic, desert ghost, 66 head pied, female.
Holy Jesus!
There you go, man. That snake. I mean, I can send you my YouTube video, Austin. You can check it out. It's just like super orange dream, desert ghost. Like, it's just insane, you know. And
it's a crazy looking animal.
Yeah,
sure.
He's working a lot with the desert ghost stuff, and yeah, he got a lot of desert ghost stuff. So it's a really popular gene here. Like it's so hot. Like it's getting to the top, you know, where's the clown is.
Yeah.
You got it.
I have a feeling a question about Desert Ghost and Enhancer.
You want a question about Desert Ghost and Enhancer?
I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Actually, I have that picture Billy posted today of his pewter enhancer. I happen to have the pewter Desert Ghost. And to me, they actually do look different. And I know that could come down to just polymorphism in general, but it's not just like the pattern, though.
It's the color.
They're compatible to each other.
Yes. They are, but when you do mix them, they do look different. And they do.
Yes.
If you have a Desert Ghost next to Enhancer, there are differences.
Yeah,
I know that Justin bred the Enhancer to DG, and he hit some DG or enhancer, but he haven't showed them, and he just say that they're compatible. Or but if they looks like different, you know.
They're very similar. Like Desert Ghost Enhancer look very similar. I'm not gonna lie. Desert Ghost holds better blacks. Enhancer is more blushed out.
Yes.
That's the difference between the two.
100%, man.
A little bit brighter. Desert Ghost tends to have a lot more blacks. If you want a more creamier snake, go for the Enhancer. If you want that really contrast, go for the Desert Ghost. That's what I feel between the two.
But the Enhancer is a sick gene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nazar, go if you see. I don't know if you saw Billy's post today, but if you compare his to mine, you can actually see it. And like, I feel like it's easier too if it's the same combo with DG and Enhancer, right? Like if you're, and obviously it's gonna change, but I could see it, man. It's quite different. Like what you just mentioned is exact. Like,
and that's in a picture too. So in real life, it looks a lot different. And then we had Chris from the Reptile Word. He actually produced a pewter Desert Ghost.
Yeah,
he brought it over. There was a difference between the two right away.
Yeah, man. And that actually hit me hard today because I was like, dude, that looks different, man. Like I could see it. But like you said, like Desert Ghost has the blacks are darker, but then the Enhancer, it's more creamy. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It is. I also find that like Desert Ghosts have a head stamp, when Enhancers tend to have the whole head blushed out.
Yeah.
They have like blushing that runs all the way from the head down to the neck and the back, right between the pattern. And the Desert Ghosts just have that stamp on the head that blushes it out.
Yeah.
Okay, but Billy had some Enhancer clowns or no?
He has an Enhancer clown, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, he hasn't, right?
He has one, yeah.
Oh, he has one? Okay. But he didn't show it, right?
Oh, yeah, he has. It's breeding right now.
Oh, okay. Cool. I can't remember. I mean, there's so many videos that Billy posted every day, and
so many snakes.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, I cannot show the snake on our live. So this is speaking about Desert Ghost. It's hard to see her. I
pastel
got this
Orange Dream.
You know, it's a pastel, and she red stripe double head Desert Ghost clown.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it from Justin.
That's insane.
It's about bad lighting, so
still looks good though.
Yeah.
Even in bad lighting, man.
Yeah, I love her. She's nice. She's cool.
Say it one more time, Nazar. What is she?
Pastel and she red stripe double head DJ clown.
Damn, dude. So sick.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as many double head DJ clowns as I can, you know, and then hopefully I can hit. I do have a double head DJ clown. She's like 700, 800, so maybe like in 2023. It's a anticipation, you know, but still, that's the key to this business.
Hell yeah.
to wait, you know. Question for Austin. Lavender.
So lavender is amazing. Over albino, bless you. And basically, lavender. I think lavender. A lot of people are putting it into other recessives, but I think codominant. There's so much more ways to go with it. I really like what it does with black pastel, especially in the pinstripe morphs. The pinstripe works so well with it. When you add Enchi to it, it makes it so much more orange. When you add black pastel, it really stands out. It makes the pattern so
blackhead.
Blackhead is amazing. I really can't wait to see the blackhead pinstripe version. It's gonna be insane.
Wow.
There's even I really want to go see a lavender Ultramel. So that's something I'm working towards in the future. So right now I have a Mojave Ultramel het cryptic, and he's breeding to my really nice lavender female. She almost looks like a Tofino, but she's a lavender, so super crazy baby's gonna come out of there. Can't wait.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. This is so cool to hear like people's opinions on different genes. Like, I mean, I would never guess about blackhead pinstripe lavender. You know, this is like this is a different way, and nobody talk about it, and It's nice. I know that Justin, he made some the lavenders every year, like black-head leopard, and so
Lavenders are just insane.
yeah, lavender is cool. So I do have some lavenders too, but I still trying to make a dreamsicle. You know, it will be my second shot this year. I know, Austin, you hit some, but you hit,
Okay.
you hit on 2020. You hit the males, right? You had a bunch of males.
I had 2 males, yeah. I had a lavender het to lavender het I was doing, and then this year I'm not even looking to make dreamsicles.
Okay, so you're putting something different.
I'm putting an orange dream Enchi pastel pie to the lavender het pie. Make some Enchi hets, Enchi pied hets.
Yeah, Enchi lavenders. Wow, they are so sick.
Insane, dude.
Insane, man. Like, I mean, Enchi and pied in general is such a cool combo, you know, and there's just so much to do. And
Enchi and Pied were like meant to be together.
100%.
I feel like they're just meant to be.
Yeah,
man.
I think that orange dream yellow belly Enchi lavenders will be look really cool, you know. And I know that Justin work with it, and it's nice.
Even adding pastel in there, because pastel orange dream or pastel yellow belly lavenders are insane. The colors pop so much. It looks like a highlighter. And I think with the Enchi in there, all the pink tones it's going to bring in, it's going to be insane.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's crazy how well pastel works with lavender, actually. That's
Yep. I do have a male pastel lavender head pied. I bred him to my double head. So, Austin, double head female and lavender head pied. So, I had chances 1 in 8, right?
8, yep. It's good odds, man. I hope you hit 2 or 3, man. Like maybe last year.
I hope. Yeah, she actually shed. Yes, she got her pearly shed yesterday. So on April 19th, I should get a clutch from her, and this is going to be my second shot.
maybe April 20th, you'll get a clutch from her.
Yeah. So
I don't know if Nazar picked that one up or not.
Yeah, this year, dreamsicle, and then. I want to hit the Batman. I love Batmans. Fire Batmans. You know. Yeah. So I want to hit. I'm praying to hit a Fire Batman, and then I have a pastel vanilla head clown female. I want to put them together and make vanilla scream Batmans. You know.
Insane.
I know that I don't like a pastel too much on clown combos. It kind of washing everything out with the age by the pastel, you know, in the clowns. But still, I mean, Justin made last year a vanilla cream clowns. Wow, like,
dude.
So
vanilla is such an underrated project, especially
super vanilla. So I know, Austin, you're working with vanilla stuff. The super vanilla, just insane. I love it, and I will go to this direction.
Yeah,
the same as Calico. I'm working with. I have a Calico yellow belly, you know. So hopefully I can put her to my Fire Batman in the future and make. I mean, Calico works like insane with Orange Dream, Fire.
Everything. Man. Calico works good in everything. Dude, I swear. Calico's sick.
Yeah.
But that vanilla, dude, the super vanillas or vanilla cream project is like insane, dude. Like it's absolutely like it works so well in like clown and pied and like. I have to put this up quick. I know there was a question before it, but that's amazing, dude.
I don't even go to the dentist.
Pro tip. That's a pro tip for you then.
Brush and floss, people.
There you go. I'm going to put this one up because I feel bad. I don't want to get past this question, but I had to put that one up first because that's amazing.
I don't know. It seems it's going to go that way. I'm just along for a ride, you know. It's a journey, life. So wherever it takes me, it takes me. If there's other opportunities, and might go that way. But right now, like breeding it looks like it's going to be it. It's an amazing job. It's fun. Always something to look forward to. But there's other opportunities. I don't know what the future has in store, so I can't say.
It's a good answer, though, man. I mean,
it's a real nice answer.
you have to go with it, right? Like
like
you got given a good opportunity, and like you're obviously like super into it and educated about it, and I mean, you might as well run with it at this point now, right? Like, I mean,
in years, man. Like I remember like my family and like people laughing at me, especially in school. Like,
That's man, it's everywhere. And my job and every like friends, family thinking, my family thinking that I'm crazy. And they still don't know how much money I put into this, you know. It's and yeah,
yeah,
it's the only thing you can do is just ignore them and and stick
and
your
then
dreams.
another great one is like people who are saying like, "Are you making money? Because you're reinvesting all this money, right?" Because let's say that you made like $50,000, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
You reinvest 40,000 of it. They'll be like, you only made $10,000. Well, that might turn that 40,000 into 100,000 in a couple of years. So, how much did I really make? That's what you have to look at, right? So,
100%, man.
like, you just let everyone's comments, just brush them off, laugh at them. People call you weird, whatever. Then after they're gonna be like, oh my god, it's so cool. Like I have people.
Yeah. With the time, it's like in every business. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, on a lot of books, you can see those, like you have a steps. Like the first people hate you, the second step people like taking you, the third step they're starting to like respect you, and they're like you're bigger and getting bigger and bigger, and they trying like starting to like what you have, and and interesting about it and want to get a snake. So
Yeah,
you just have to stick to your dreams and don't give up. And
yeah, you have to learn to love the hate and the fake love. That's all you have to learn. The fake love and the hate is the best. And when, like somebody writes a hate comment or something on my videos, I love it because you know why? Because I don't give a fuck. Oh, I don't care. Sorry,
It's okay. Go ahead, man.
I don't care. And basically, like you're just wasting your time. I posted this video. I'm getting stuff from it. It's doing me good. It's making me feel good. People are like me. If you don't like it, you're gonna waste your time putting whatever you're gonna put out there. It makes me, because really whatever they're putting out there is really like a reflection of how they're feeling. So if you're having a great day, why do you have to go out of your way to go and put that?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd
You
have,
wouldn't.
like I just wish all those people, like I wish them a better state. Really, I just wish they can be in a spot where they don't have to do that. And I just wish like it's kind of funny to me. Like don't waste your time doing this. Go do other things. Because like I can't even lie. When I was younger, I used to be the same way.
yeah, and
I know it is, man. Like,
Learn
and,
from
and that's the thing. They're taking the time out of their day. Like, you're still here. You watched my video, and now you're gonna hate on it. You're taking up more of your own time to hate on something. You know, like
the best one. I had this one guy. Like this guy. I laughed so hard for so long because I just couldn't understand this guy. He goes comments my video. It's just this whole like long comment like this stuff he's just saying. Right. None of it's even true, which is like the funniest thing. So, like, you want to spew whatever you want to spew. You can spew. It doesn't mean it's truth, whatever. So I spewed all this stuff, and then I just comment. I'm like, I hope you have a good day, right? And then I'm like, I got you down, and I'm like, I just hope you have a good day. And he's like, it's you, and it's just going off again, right? And I'm just like, don't watch me then. I hope your day's better. Like,
yeah, like what do you
you're gonna let me go do that to you? Just don't let someone else give you that emotion because they'll become your master. You know, don't give off. Don't give off that. If you really, it's just not what you do.
They have a hard time reacting to something like that because they have so much hate and so much anger. Then
yeah,
like,
but the best thing is just don't answer them. Like don't even message have a good day. Like just ignore it, this message, and because this guy is just waiting for your answer, and then he will start to hit you, and but there is the people who don't understand us, and those people are going to the government level.
Oh,
Oh my God! I mean, guys, you're in Canada, but here in US on this year, fuck, guys. I mean, we have like really shit bans in every state now. I mean, I'm living in Illinois, and we have this ban about like closed every show, no teen lay, no nothing in our state. You know, they don't want like get the animal from your home to outside. You know, you can get even problems if you wanna like bring your reptile to the vet. You know, and it's insane. I mean, that bill passes in Florida about banning tegus and green iguanas. And now we have in Minnesota, Texas, Illinois, New York, California, and it seems like some like group of people like trying to push like you know to the government and make them those bans and bans the animal because we are making the money from it. We are don't love them. The only thing we are care about the money and this and that and that, and then I mean it's scary. I'm not gonna lie, it's really scary. Not because of the money, because I'm still have a small collection. You know, I'm not gonna lose the money, but I have those animals and I love them. I mean,
Passion.
that's a passion. I mean, I don't need like smoke. I don't need the drugs, alcohol, nothing. I just can come to this room and hold my animals. It's like a medical help for me, you know. And
Yeah,
people
man, it's peaceful.
don't realize that okay, oh, that's reptiles. You cannot pet. There's no like food and not like cats, no dogs, and I mean it's insane, you know. And it's really that effort for me that government is decide how to live. You know, they decide how you will live. You don't have a word. I mean, you cannot say what you want. We will say what you will do. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah, welcome to
even if
anywhere in the world.
yeah, I mean,
That's it,
okay,
man.
so relax,
We're getting deep.
Nazar,
We're getting
relax.
deep, dude. We're getting deep.
Woo!
Careful, we're gonna get cut.
Relax.
It does
Yeah,
suck, man.
hopefully those bills will not pass anywhere in here, and we still will breed it and you know
In,
make
in
our life.
in the end, it comes down to like building or destroying. You know, there's too many people who want to destroy, not enough people who want to build, and too many people who look at their life as hopeless and just want to attack people who are doing things that they give them happiness and give them success. They just think, why is my life not like that, and want to go and attack those people. So we just need more people to go wake up and like just try to like build something and just move towards something rather than try to tear something down that brings a lot of people like joy. Uh, Monetary value is nice when you're doing something you love. So for someone to make money off something they love, it's definitely not bad. So I definitely see why these people, they probably have jobs they don't like and they're in situations that are crappy, and like I feel for them, but like I definitely think attacking another group or ruining other people's fun just to put them at your level is not really the best way, you know?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
sucks, man.
And push
yeah.
up.
And I mean, I think that you can when you're talking to the breeder, and you just you can tell if he care about the money or about the animals. You know, it's and they will fail with the years. They will fail because the only thing they care about the money. You know, and they are selling like not healthy animals. And I mean, we have a bunch of guys over here that
This is
that's they're just I mean. And the other thing that I don't like when people like I know that somebody says don't upload the video with live feeding, you know, because there's the people, the government, they are sending those videos. Hey, look at that, they're killing the rats. That's you know uh, abuse, and there are killers and this and that, and rats are the
They better
animals.
take
And
away the Discovery Channel then, because like that's like constant.
yeah,
Like
you see,
I don't understand where it
I
ends.
mean,
Like,
it's not. I
what's
mean,
normal and
people,
what isn't then.
dude, people don't care about you. They don't care about what you are doing. They just care about they are seeing that you're happy. You know, you love it. You're passionate, and I mean, everyone knows. I mean, I don't need to explain you what I mean. You know it. So
yeah, I know.
yeah,
It's
I
just,
mean, I just remember the video that Billy made. It was like I love those videos too. When someone told him that the ball pythons wants to swim inside, man, was so funny. I literally I like spitted the water or something. I can't remember what I did, but this was so funny. Like, oh man,
it's
okay.
so
I
true,
mean,
man.
it's insane. It's really insane.
But like that's the thing is like people will jump to stuff before they even do research into anything. Like because they don't understand and they think that we're doing these animals harm when in fact we're actually saving them from what we thought was right, where we thought that these snakes should be in a tank with this big atmosphere and an open end top, and like we found out that there's a better way to do it. So we're not doing any harm to the animal. We're actually helping an industry figure out a better way to maintain them rather than the old methods. And like pet stores are still doing these old ass methods.
100%.
And unfortunately they do it because they know they can make more money off that shit. Your heat tape or whatever isn't going to go bad in a year, whereas light bulbs, you're going to go through 15 in a year because they're built not to last. So you have to keep going back and buying more. Like everything is set up like that nowadays. Like pretty much everything you fucking buy has a year span on it now. Like it lasts a year or two, and that's it, man. Look at phones. Yeah. Phones, like you can't even if you want to keep a phone longer than a year, your battery dies like before that. So it's like everything is so like you have to keep buying. They want you to keep buying and buying and buying. Everything's disposable nowadays. But yeah, it just bugs me with snakes, like especially at stores and stuff, or with any reptile. They keep that old method of care so they can make more money. You know, and it sucks, dude. And then we get hated on for doing it the proper way. Like, yeah. It's, I don't know. It's brutal. I don't want to go down too much of a negative street, though. I'd rather talk positive stuff. So, we have another question here. What would be your dream reptile to own, like other than ball python, obviously?
Probably a caiman.
Caiman.
Sweet.
Oh,
Dude,
there you go.
Sick.
Okay, Austin. So, can you have the crocodilians in your area? Oh. Okay, what about venomous snakes? Why?
Same here.
They're just not allowed. There is areas of Ontario you are allowed there, but there's almost no laws that you can have whatever.
Whoa!
But I'm not in those areas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like
that's crazy.
You can have tigers in some areas and stuff.
Dude.
Okay, so can you have a venomous snake?
Some areas you can, but like not where I am. Like maybe like a 2-hour drive.
Wow.
Yeah. But I do know people who are in my area with venomous snakes.
Yeah, I mean, in the states, same thing. That on some states you can. In mine, you can't. You can't have no crocodilians, no venomous snakes. Here, it's a felony, criminal, jailed, and all kinds of stuff. You know. So, but still, I have like you said, our drive to Indiana where you can have it, and so I can pick it up and drive back here. But I mean, I should keep it like in a secret, post on Instagram, because they can come to my home and check it. But still, I mean, it's better to.
He's just kidding.
Better not to do it at all.
Yeah, you don't have. You don't have to do it. I mean, I was thinking that in Florida you can have everything you want, but you're not.
No.
I mean, you have to have a permit. You have to have like work 1,000 hours with the specific species to have like 1,000 hours, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, and it's with specific like species like vipers. So 1,000 with vipers. If you want to get like black mamba, you cannot, because black mamba is a different species, and so you have to have like another 1,000 hours to work with this animal. Same with crocodilians, alligators, with everything. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to move to Florida. I will stay here. So it's doesn't make any point for me. I mean, guys, it's to working with the venomous stuff and it's something different, I mean, because sometimes you are getting like bother with the ball pythons. You want something different, something new, and I do have a tarantulas. I know Billy have. That's so sick. I was like shocking when I seen his post, because I do have a bunch of tarantulas. This is something different that I can switch and enjoy. So same thing with the venomous stuff. So Austin, how does it happen? Because I asked Billy on his podcast if he wanna get something else than the reptiles, and he said, "Oh, I need the time. I can, probably not." And who get him into the tarantulas?
Lord of Lion.
Lord of Lion. Okay, I know he have a lot, so.
He even got me into it. I have 7 now.
Dude, that's great. That happened so quick. I was like, "Holy shit, man! You're moving.
Yeah.
You're moving." Are you getting more? Like, have you?
I'm probably gonna
any or gotten used to them at all yet?
I'm gonna max out at 15, and then I'm just gonna keep a collection just to play with. Just like they're cool animals. Like I have some nice different species. Some I can't hold. Some I can hold. So it's pretty cool. Like just like the different way they like eat and stuff. The different way they walk. Those colors.
Yeah.
Just insane.
And Billy have some old world tarantulas. This is not like best
Billy,
for beginners, but
Billy,
still.
I think he has one old world.
Yeah, it's his last post about Hati.
Yeah.
This is the old world.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they are quick, venomous. So.
I helped it today.
Say again?
I was handling it today and yesterday.
Oh shit.
Okay, how big it is?
It's like this big. It's like 3
oh
inches.
my god, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Be careful, man, because I mean still still
go dying on us, man.
they are like venomous, but if you don't have like allergic reaction, that's okay. But they still, have you heard about OBT, Orange Dream? Oh my god, Orange Body thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those guys, they are from Africa, and if they will bite you, they can put you in the hospital.
Yeah, I have 2 golden blue leg baboons.
Yes, Harpacteria pulchripes, yes. So those things the same, bro. Be careful.
I know. I don't handle those ones.
Yes. So same thing that this species you held today. They are like.
I didn't even know.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Someone told me it was the New World, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, but still, bro, there is some videos on YouTube that people handling those golden blue leg baboons that you have.
I would never even attempt.
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes they are nice, but I would never, because I do have a reaction allergic, and if you have it, it literally can kill you. So that's cool.
That's crazy.
I don't plan on ever getting bit, so.
Yeah.
I know. Lord have some scorpions, and he's more in the bearded dragons. I know that he posted a lot of videos on YouTube about the bearded dragons. So that's cool to have like tarantulas. That's nice.
They're interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
They are, man. that's the shitty thing. Like, I'm scared of like I hate how fast some tiny spiders move, but some of the more chill tarantulas, like I'm okay with that. But some of it's funny. Like, I would rather hold like a 6-inch tarantula than have to deal with like some crazy ass fast spider that's like the size of a dime, man. Those things just trip me out. I'm like, you move way too quick.
At 6 inches, they're fastest. They're fast. You'll be in your hand. Next second, it's on your like shoulder.
That's insane, dude.
Like that. The one we were just talking about, the blue leg baboon. Like that thing I have a sling right now. Well, it's 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
It's always inside of its little burrow. So I poked it out with a straw, and like I almost had no time to close the enclosure. It was doing laps like this, and I was like, "Holy cow! This thing got out! Like I don't even know how I'm gonna catch."
It's gone. Holy shit, dude, that's insane.
I'm going to the hospital, so it's like, holy, like I have to like reassess my way of looking at this stuff. Away, I wasn't expecting a spider that big to move like at any rate of speed like that. So,
dude,
yeah, I mean they are quick. The tarantulas, they can be quick, especially those golden blue legs and OBT and Hari that really have. I mean, there are some species of the baboons that are really quick. What are you laughing at?
Because I was holding the Haiti. I can't even.
I don't know.
Dude.
Damn sure, Billy. I'm like, yeah, I'll put my hand in there.
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, because I mean, look, I checked today. I was like, saw it, and I googled it, and they are from Indonesia. So all that part is old world. You know, the new world are only from South America, from Brazil. This is the only part. So those guys are from those areas, you know. And I mean, Austin, you can still handle this hairy species, you know, but I believe this is a Sarepagopus hairy.
So so that's the difference between New World and Old World is location,
location, and the venom. And the New World, they are kicking hairs from the abdomen.
Okay.
With the like rear, like a back legs, they are like kicking those hairs, and those hairs are like when you put on your hands or eyes, it's itching, and it can get the allergies too, you know. And you have to be careful not putting on your eyes, because I mean, I heard some stories that people can get blind, you know, from those hairs. But it depends on the species. I mean, for example, the Goliath bird eater, the biggest tarantula in the world, they have like inch hair, and if this hair will come to your eye, you're gonna blind for sure, you know. So you have to be really careful about them. So I used to have like almost 60 tarantulas from the beginning, and it's probably like my second hobby. I'm trying to get back to tarantulas, but it's not easy to breed them as ball pythons, because on the ball pythons, female will not eat the male, you know, and you will not catch her because they can be really fast. And it's just like different hobby, and it makes you, you know, like kind of change, you know, and get there, and then coming back to the snakes, and this is what I like, you know. So
yeah, man.
I mean, I was surprised, literally. When I saw the post from the Bailey that he had tarantulas, I was like, wow, this is my boy, god damn it.
This is my boy. No, that's awesome. That's sweet that you're getting into it now too, though. Like I just it's so hard, because once you start like when they're in person, anything like that, once you start experiencing in person, it's such a different feeling than like what you think it's going to be. Or like the first tarantula I ever held, at first I was like terrified of spiders, and then once I held it, I was like, I don't know, it was just different. I didn't feel that same like fear that I had, just because I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. And I'm sure you can have shitty experiences, but my first one wasn't shitty. So, but that's terrifying though. I'm like scared for you that you were holding something that could have just like, I don't know. That's nuts, dude. That's so crazy. I guess it's because I'm not used to it.
You know,
okay. Go ahead.
I have this thing, like if you go at something with like a positive mindset and like no fear behind it, nothing bad can come out of it. So
Austin, you have this I cannot tell in English. I mean, every time when you're saying like just think positive, and you know, and you know, stick to your dreams, stick to what you want to make, and everything will turn around to you how you want it, you know. And this is probably works for you, and this is like everyone should do the same, because you're holding the heady, and you didn't even know that this is the venomous tarantula, and probably tomorrow you will not hold it because you know it, and you can wait it can bite me, and it's literally can bite you. So this is like, what in your mind. And
I believe in all that stuff though. Like I do believe in energy. Like
yeah.
so I feel like it does make a difference, man. I feel like everything feeds off some sort of energy. And I was gonna go. I kind of want to talk about that, Nazar, when you were saying like people don't understand that. Like with dogs and cats, they can actually show that emotion, but with other animals, they can't necessarily show emotion. But I feel like they can still base a lot of things off energy better than like we can. So I feel like that energy that they give off, we can actually receive like that energy, and that's why we feel like close to them in a sense. Whereas like dogs can actually show you that emotion. Maybe reptiles can't necessarily show that emotion off, so people don't feel that same energy. I don't know if I don't know if any of this is making sense, but
100%.
But like they have that energy and we gain that energy, and I think that's why we're attracted to certain. That's why reptile people are attracted to reptiles so heavily, is because we can feel that energy that they're giving off, and that's why I feel like at peace when I'm holding reptiles. I feel their energy like I would off a dog, essentially.
Yeah. So I have a question for Austin. So Austin, why caimans?
I don't know. I always liked crocodilians, and then caimans just look so unique. They're short, they're small, they look handleable if you train them, I guess. I would definitely handle a caiman, even a full size one. Like I wouldn't think twice. Like even without tape from the mouth, but I would obviously want
like those caimans that Justin held on the nerd, the dwarf caiman. They had like a dark caimans with the red eyes. But man, they are looking like really like scary, those teeth like evils, but they are tame, they are nice and not too big,
Yeah.
So
I held one in real life at the Reptile Expo once, and
sweet.
Just the way that it was looking at the darkness of it, the eyes really stood out, especially when it opened and closed its eyes.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they're cool.
It's like cool. It's straight up like a dinosaur bait. Like I feel like it's like one of the closest things to looking and just resembling a dinosaur, essentially.
I mean,
hard to beat.
Yeah, but they was one of dinosaurs like 60 million years ago. The crocodilians.
It's just crazy, dude.
Evolution.
Yeah, I mean,
yep.
I would say my like dream reptile is probably black dragon.
I knew you were gonna say black dragon, dude.
Yeah, the monitors. The black is my favorite color, and they are the monitors for me. Like really dinosaurs. Like they have those long face like velociraptors, and I love them. But they are getting huge, and
yeah.
I mean, and there's a lot of people that keeping the monitors in 40. I mean, the like really small tanks. I mean, if I will get the monitor, I wanna make like a pond for him in the cage and make a lot of space, because they are very active animals, the monitors and crocodilians. So you have to have like a huge space, like a backyard for them,
The whole bedroom,
Yeah, the backyard. Exactly. Yeah, so that's why I don't keep retics, because maybe dwarves in the future, but now retics, they literally like getting huge. Like I was in a I believe his name Jay in a prehistoric pets from California.
Yep.
That's the guy.
Wild, man.
Yeah, he got like I was in his place. He got like huge snakes, and man, they require a lot of space.
That guy's wild, dude.
Yeah, that's.
Retics are fun. They're fun.
Yeah. They're
man, your guys's are way more intense than my dream animal. Mine's not even that crazy, but I'm like, damn, you guys are extra on that, man.
What is your dream animal?
I think it would be. It's funny though. It would be like one of them. Unfortunately, we can't own, but a retic is one of mine. Like I've just always because I liked Boas so much. I just think it'd be so awesome to have like a pied retic.
Oh,
a high pattern pied retic, man. That would just, I mean,
so do you know that 90% of pied retics are aggressive?
Yes, I do. But Nerd does have that. He said that he had that line that was like less aggressive than most. So I don't know, but I mean, Kevin probably is working with them like so often that they're not as aggressive, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But even just have any retic, man. I mean, you know me, I'm just addicted to pieds, but like any retic I would be happy with. It wouldn't even have to be
Sal just like the pieds, and that's it.
You know that's why.
He can get the pied Cayman and the pied
Pied everything, man. Pied peacock, pied deer. I'm into pied everything, man. But another one, which is more feasible, is just an IMG boa. Like,
okay, Austin have a pair of IMG Motley Hypo, right?
No, I have IMG Hypo Aneries.
Aneries, okay. I'm like, god damn it, I'm jealous right now.
Yeah, man.
They're going to want some. Let's go. So, Austin, how long you have them now?
Maybe like 7 or 8 months, 6 months.
6 months, and they are changed a lot.
They got a lot darker so far.
So make a video. Show the Boas.
I will.
I love the Boas. I love IMG. I love seeing when people showing them after like time and they are changing, especially if the IMG and because let's go. So show the IMG Boas.
I've been wanting. I was wondering. I was actually gonna message you and be like, dude, you should. I just want to see like the update. I want to see the progression because I remember you did that. I don't know how long ago you did that first video on them. Like it was like a feeding video, I think.
I think it was like 4 months ago or 3 months ago.
Wow. Holy crap. That was longer than I thought. But yeah, I want to see like the progression, man. Those things are gonna be so
definitely sick. Show us the Boas. We love the Boas. I do have Surinam's.
Oh,
and, you do? I have a rescue. I have one rescue and I have a Burmese male.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, to be honest. I mean, I bought him like a stupid head, and I mean he's a smaller size right now, but I probably need like a 12-foot cage for him because those guys are getting big, you know. And I have a sun glow. I can try to show you my Suriname, but she's crazy because today is feeding day, so. Yeah, but those they are like have really red, like bright red tails, you know. So that's what I love about them. And I need a rack. I need a rack the same one that the Bill has.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yes, for the Boas because I'm keeping them on 5'4". Is too small and I don't like it, you know.
Yeah, I have mine on the 70-30.
Say again?
I have mine in the 70-30 right now. I moved them up.
You see, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I don't have 70-30. I have only 540. So
you can just get a PVC.
Say again?
A PVC front opening cages.
You want to see them?
No, you're saying. Remember the PVC cages? I think his room is too small for the PVC enclosures, right? You were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the enclosures, right?
Yeah, space is always the issue.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
okay, there's a question for you earlier. Hold on, bro.
For me?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm thinking to do this, but I'm a truck driver. I'm driving like huge 53-feet truck. And I don't have my work schedule is very flexible, so every day I'm like leaving 6 a.m. till 8 p.m., 10 p.m. So I would don't have like a time for cleaning rats and you know, and do the job. So I don't have a time for a facility, and I don't have any help. And I don't need any help, but hopefully in the future I can change my job because literally I'm working like 16 hours, 17 hour per day, and it's that's a lot. So
Crazy, man.
And then the snakes on top. Holy cow!
say
Yeah,
again.
The snakes, cleaning the snakes, keeping the tarantulas.
Yeah. That's take like all my time, So yeah, but I would love to get a facility, and I don't know how the owners will react if I'm gonna say like, hey, I want to breed my rats, and and this and that. I don't know.
man.
I don't even looking for a prices, and
That's okay, man.
it's
No, that's just for now, right? Like that's
yeah,
something that you can
that's
always
for
work
now.
towards. You know, it's
I
something you
mean,
can work
I
towards.
mean, I'm still on the small side, so I don't make like a lot of money. If I'm gonna make like a lot of money, probably I will leave my job and starting to breed my rats and snakes. But it's coming. It's like I'm still like I said, those. Yeah, I have a bad luck. I had a bunch of males, but still I have some females. I hold them back and stacking my collection, and in 2 3 years I'm gonna make like really nice stuff. So you
Oh
know,
yeah, man.
I'm not like you know oh, I wanna make a money. I'm just enjoying this hobby and let the time decide, when it's time to me for moving to like get to the full-time job.
Yeah, man. Just enjoying it and trying to
Yes,
make amazing animals, right?
yeah, so Austin, I wanna ask you, so you posted a video like probably a month or 2 months ago about the freeway clutch. So is those do you hit a spot nose clown freeway or not? No?
Nope. So basically, I don't not know what happened in that clutch. There was no pastel in the pairing, but snakes came out with pastel. The whole clutch died inside of the incubator. No idea what happened to it.
Oh, brutal, man.
Something weird was going on. One of the snakes died in the egg. I was left with 3, and I just don't even know what happened. It was and something weird was going on with that clutch. I wasn't sure. There was genetics that weren't even in there. Their babies were very weak. At first, they seemed okay. Right away, they started acting very weak and limp. I tried getting them out, putting them in bins and stuff. It just did not make it.
Oh,
And
really?
it's the sad part of the hobby. Like I lost my best clutch last year due to an incubator issue, and this one I have no idea what happened. Sometimes that happens. Like even with Billy's last monsoon, we have no idea what happened. We hit him in the egg. It was glued to the side. It was very weird.
Oh.
Like sometimes like your best stuff, and this is like a test to see how long you're going to be in this. I feel like
Oh, okay, so those babies didn't make it, right?
the whole clutch did not make it. No.
Jesus, what
don't even know
happened?
I don't even know what genetics they were. It was just like something like that really made me like. It was just not a good day like that day.
Oh man, that's so brutal, dude.
No idea what happened. It was just a total head scratcher. Something. It's just a not.
I mean, that's that's nature, So
It's like sometimes like, people think everything in the hobby is nice, but there's a lot of dark things that happen, and things that like people say, "Oh, you shouldn't show this stuff." I showed when I lost my best clutch last year on my channel, and like it was like very like it was hard to even show that, like even like let alone it happen to you, and like that was an error, like something that I couldn't even foresee. Like my thermostat like just powered off and went on full, and
Oh man,
it was not a
yeah,
good.
that's hard.
that's so harsh, dude. Like, and yeah, you're right. Those are like the hard things that, and unfortunately, they don't get shared a lot. But like it is important to share them because like it. First of all, it helps people out because then everyone is actually making sure that they're if they can. I mean, there's unforeseen stuff. No matter how many times you check something, anything can happen. Even just as simple as a power outage. Like I mean, we're not in control of the power, so like if that happens, it sucks too, man. Like that is always one of my biggest fears. Actually, is and especially going into my first season, coming back into this is like if there's a power outage, man, that scares the shit out of me. Like if I spent all this time, and I don't even have that crazy of animals. I can't imagine like with your collection or Nazar's collection or Billy's collection, like if an incubator fails, that I can't imagine, dude.
Oh man.
So many other things that could go wrong, but the best thing is just to like look past it and look for positivity and stuff. Because like even like the kinks and stuff that happens, and like sometimes like everything is perfect. Like only, and it's always the best baby in the clutch too that it seems to happen to. So like it's always those sweet clutches where like something nice happens. Like there's always this, like even last Billy hit the first Monsoon, he hit that special leopard Monsoon. It was insane. It had an orange stripe on the dorsal. It was crazy, like so much different than just the normal leopard Monsoon. And it didn't make it out of the egg, and like stuff. It always seems to be the best thing, and like I feel it's just like a test, really. Like are you ready to make it to the next level? We're gonna show you a glimpse of it and take it away from you.
Yep.
That's it's really testing you if you're really. That's what I feel. Every experience that happens is like a learning experience. Like now I have something in place where I have a second thermostat in my incubator. So if something happens, the second one will come in and cut off the first one. So it's double safe. So I was gonna go get the little Husbandry Pro stuff. Not the Husbandry Pro. Husbandry Pro. You guys should check that out though.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what they're called right now.
Those small blue things.
Yes.
Yeah.
They measured also the temperature.
I forgot the name. I know what
I can't remember.
about.
It's sensory something.
Sensor push.
Yeah, there we go.
Sensor push, exactly. There's also one that Incubator has that's a little bit cheaper that you guys can get if anyone's looking to get one. They work pretty much the same, but the sensor push, I was looking to get one of those. A lot of people recommended it to me, but then I thought the next best thing would be an actual second thermostat there, so it would fail. It just turns it off for me instead of only telling me when it spikes. So I just took it a step further. So if you guys are looking to get a sensor push or something like that for your incubator, you might as well get a second thermostat that you plug your first thermostat into, so that if that first thermostat fails, the second one comes in. But,
you mean two thermostats in one incubator?
Yeah, and one
like two herb stats. I have a herb stats.
I literally have two. I have a double safe. I'm just seeing how it goes. I am still looking to get a sensor push, maybe the Incubator version, just so I can have something to measure. But it's just like a double safe for me. I don't know how well it's going to work out. It's something I'm testing, but I am still looking to get something else so I get both, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I definitely don't want to lose. Like, to me, that was like something like a wake-up call. Like, holy shit, like, you better do something. Like,
yeah, this could have been much worse kind of scenario.
Like, Lynn Goddard was only the one clutch, but like, still a loss. Like everything lives. Everything that lives is going to die, right? So
yeah,
nothing is certain. That's just like, things are gonna.
I heard someone like have two incubators. You know, in the case that the first one is stopped working, so they have another one, and those electric generators in the case that if the lights will, you miss the electricity, like the people in Texas have those problems with it, and it's kind of scary, but
yeah, sometimes it takes something like that for people. Like that's what happened to me. I had to lose something to go and learn from it. So learn from my mistake. That's why I put it out there, and it's just the best thing to do. Like learn from others' mistakes. Don't risk anything of yourself. Someone else said I had this problem. Learn from me. Trust me. I had that problem. Learn from me. I don't ever want anyone to go through that. It was the worst feeling I've ever felt. Not even because
that was because of the thermostat, right?
It filled on hot. So
oh man, that's so brutal. Man, that's terrifying. Now
I'm
like, now
it's happened to people with whole racks and stuff like that. So it's always good to go and check your thermostats. I try to do it weekly now. Just go and make sure with the temp gun, make sure everything's good, because like I just don't want it. Like, I hear too many horror stories of people who even go away for a weekend or something and don't have, like, if you're going away, have someone look after your collection. Don't ever think I can go away for 3 or 4 days. My collection is going to be fine. You're going to need water in those 3 or 4 days. So at least get someone to come and water. Just make sure everything's okay. They might not have to spot clean, or they could spot clean for you. Just, you always want to go and check, make sure everything's working good, because some people go and put their thermostat or the thermostat there, and they go set it up, and they won't check it for a whole year.
Cool, man.
Wow.
That's terrifying.
Sometimes they'll go in why are all my snakes at the front of the tub? And it's because your heat tape's on. Like,
oh, dude, that's so scary, man.
Yeah,
I try
that's
to check mine. Like, I'm luckily because I have a smaller collection. Like, I check mine probably more than I have to, but I do legit check like once a week, man. I'm like a nervous wreck about everything, dude. I'm always I'm like, man, I hope I'm doing everything right. Oh, I better check the heat. Like, I check the probe placement too, like a maniac, because that's the one thing I've just heard so many people struggle with is the probe placement.
Mm-hmm. The best thing to do for a rack is 2 probes.
Two probes. 2 probes.
2 probes. One for the bottom.
One on top and one on the
bottom. One at the very bottom for the bottom rows, maybe the bottom third of the rack, and then the other thirds of the rack. You're just gonna want to put it somewhere in the middle or closer to the bottom, and then because that temperature fluctuation for the top. Let's say you have an ARS rack with 10 levels. I would go the first bottom 4 on one thermostat or one probe, and then the top 6 on their own, because the really big heat fluctuation is between that 4th and that 5th panel. Anything below that 5th panel is going to be 1 degree or 2 degrees lower, and then at the bottom is going to be 3 or 4. So if you go to the very bottom of that and you just put it at your desired temperature, and then you obviously tweak it with your temp gun, whatever, and you just make sure it's optimal, because too many times people are just not checking. They're wondering why their snakes are not eating, why their snakes are always on the cool side, or why their snakes always on the hot side. Your temps off. That's a lot of reasons why people don't have their snakes eating consistently. Yeah. People are like, why is my whole collection not eating this week? That's a big issue. You're going to want to check that stuff. It's just always safer to do it. Like, that's something I just started to do. I actually have to go and get 2 more racks with two thermostats on each, just to ensure that everything is perfect. Because I noticed that, especially at the bottom, you're going to have like 5 or 6 degree difference from the top, and that's like crucial for breeding.
So like, I have a herb stat too. So you are putting like 2 probes, one like you said on the bottom, and one on the top, right?
Near the middle.
In the middle.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. So one in the middle and the second one on the bottom.
Yeah, the very bottom. I do it on the very bottom. I learned that from Billy, because obviously the bottom is never going to be proper heat, because it is closer to the ground, and the ground is bringing up the cold. Mm-hmm. Even if you're on casters, it's going to save you a bit, but not too much. There is some other stuff you can do. You can go and buy boards and cut them, insulated boards or even foam boards, and put them underneath your rack along the base, which is a really good idea. I should probably do that, but you can do that. But just putting the actual probe at the bottom is just so much better for it. It ensures you have that ideal temperature at the bottom, and I only use the bottom 4 for it. So those 4 are ensured they're going to get that heat. Maybe the top 3 are going to have a little bit more than the very bottom, and then the other ones also have their own heat source, and they're ensured that they have the proper heat. It just makes the breeding that much more better. I didn't do that in the past, and I've had very good success with breeding, and I'm pretty sure now my success is going to even be better. Maybe hopefully 100% is going to breed for me, but it's just so much better. Temperatures that much more dialed in.
That's cool.
Yeah, Billy, we did it for every single Freedom Breeder rack at Mutation Creation, and it took us a little bit longer. It's a little bit more costly because you are buying a herb stat too for each single rack.
Okay. Yeah. This is actually what I have right now: 2 herb stats, but I have only 1 probe, in the middle. That's it.
Yeah,
I do have some problems with the bottom females, so probably I should.
Yeah, just give you that much better. And it's going to give you that much better odds with them eating, them breeding for you, their follicle development, pairing, and just everything. Like, just quality of life is going to be better for them. So it's definitely something that everyone should look into if you do have a rack with more than 6 or 7 layers or rows. So you're definitely going to want to go higher and just put 2 probes in there to save yourself and save your snake, really.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's good. That's really good advice.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. An ARS rack, man. Yeah, no problem, Nazi. I need to get an ARS rack, dude. I don't mind PVC, but
it's definitely a step up.
Yeah,
the convenience of it. People it's just the water bulb in there, right? It's not only just the water bulb. You have ventilation on the top. The top ventilation is key, because a lot of people are having too much moisture built up on the sides of their tubs, especially the clear ones. You see it on more. Yeah. And they're just what's wrong? They'll put a couple holes in the side of their tubs, and that kind of ruins the tub. So not to have it on the tub, because especially when you have rats, you're feeding live, and you have those holes in the side,
Oh yeah.
If you leave it in there for an hour and your snake's not eating, you're coming checking. Every week the hole's getting bigger.
Yeah. So
like, the rat already knows. Like, someone else is here. I'm just gonna make this bigger. For the next, it just keeps going. So like the best. It's really nice to have them at the top. They do go to the top sometimes, but it happens a lot less often. It's more discouraging. It's just way better for like the cocoa, especially if you have cocoa substrate. It's gonna help it aerate a lot better. Less molding. You are gonna smell a little bit more of what's going on, which is gonna actually help you go clean more. It's gonna help you spot like regurge more because it's gonna have a ventilation go around the rack, smell, and go pinpoint exactly where it is.
Yeah.
The water bowl, the huge like up, and just like the heat panel at the back, like just just the look of it, especially the professional look. It's amazing, and the way that it holds value.
Just another thing with PVC that just annoys the crap out of me is like I hate like no matter how well built they are, it doesn't matter. Eventually, like that rubbing sound when you're taking the tub out, and like I don't really check for locks too often, just because like I don't have my snakes at home. But even just that, like I get nervous to check for a lock because I'm like I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna check for a lock, and then when I have to put that bin back, I'm gonna scare the shit out of them because it's so loud and like has such a huge vibration to it when I'm trying to put the tub back in. So I know I'm gonna like scare the shit out of the male, and like sometimes they freak out, man, because it's such a harsh like rubbing and like vibration trying to pushing them back in.
Oh,
I think with the ARS, like every time when I see someone open and close an ARS I get jealous. I'm like, damn, that's smooth. Like,
dude, ARS is okay, but Freedom Breeder, they are so soft. Like literally, you're taking the top and there is any sound of it. You know, like put it out, put it back, nothing. You know, and the thing that I noticed after I switched from PVC to ARS, like the first is the temperatures and the second is food response. You know, they are trying to like eating every week and the temperatures was good. Like I had a lot of tops that like Austin said, I like put a tape around it, you know, because there was freaked out of it. So but still guys, you have pretty like shipping price for the rack from here to Canada.
It's brutal, man.
It's expensive to ship it. Austin, have you ever considered breeding rodents, and do you feel the same way about ARS?
I bred rodents in the past, didn't like it, never gonna do it again. Never. Never. And I don't really know much about the ARS or Freedom Breeder rodent racks. I just know about like the snake racks, and for me, ARS is the way to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
But I heard that if you are changing the rat bedding every 3 days, they are not smelling too bad. It's
too
not
bad.
True.
Too bad. It depends what your too bad is, right? It's all like subjective, I guess. Like, if like for me personally, the smell is like the rats smell themselves. Unless you're gonna go and give them.
Okay. Yeah, I know some people like reacting like pretty bad, but I'm okay with it, you know. And I probably can breed the rats still, you know, because for my small collection, I have like really small collection. For me, it's like $6,000 per year for feeding, you know.
Yeah.
And still, I have a small collection, like 5-6 clutches, and if you have a 10, 12, 20 clutches, that's that's a lot. So
yeah,
the rat prices in the States are a little higher than here. We get rats pretty cheap here. Like my bill is almost around the same per year.
Oh really?
Yeah, a little higher, but like it's around there.
Yeah, man, I wish I could get live rats here. I'm like,
yeah, that's the worst thing.
Okay, so Austin, you're saying that the rats are cheaper in Canada than here?
Yeah, a lot cheaper.
Really?
Like, I see the rat prices, and I'm like, you guys are paying. That's American dollars. I'm like, holy cow, that's crazy. I couldn't afford that.
That's cool. Yeah, here here it's pricey, you know. It's
At least you both can get live rats though. Like,
so,
dude, I'm sitting over here trying to like, especially if we're starting off hatchlings, man. But at least we can have ASFs. Like, I'm thankful that we can do ASFs, and like, I wouldn't mind like starting to breed some ASFs just for hatchlings and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Like, I'm not trying to do it for like, for now, anyways. But
could you feed live?
I feed frozen thawed.
But could you
rats.
feed live?
What's that?
You couldn't feed live rats though.
No.
Live.
They're not legal here. We can't have live rats, unfortunately.
That's insane.
In Alberta. I know, it's so weird, but we can.
Yeah, and I don't understand why. Why, guys?
I have no idea.
Like Sal, you are living in the Antarctica. You guys have like minus 70s in the winter, you know. like why? I mean, okay, I understand that in my area the rats can live, but in the past I have a situation when my 2 snakes won't eat, so I don't have like put those rats anywhere, so I decided to bring them outside, you know, and just let them go like anywhere they want. But guys, so I took them out and I let them go. I put them under my car. By the way, Austin, Mercedes Army. Mercedes.
Nice,
I have it too.
Yeah.
So I put it under my car like before like at 10 p.m. It was summer. Next day I came back and they was dead. They literally don't know how to survive. What I believe in the wild, you know.
Yeah.
So this is the second reason, like they can survive in your area, guys, because it's insane why they don't let you breed rats in Canada.
We had,
you know?
I tried to look it up, and like it was really confusing, but like apparently I believe they came from the States up into Alberta, and then we had like the smallest rat problem. Like it was minuscule, but they were freaking out because they thought they had apparently lived through winter. So then everyone freaked out. And because African soft furs they're not endemic to anywhere in the States or anything, right? They're not going to move up from an area. So I don't know if that's the reasoning, but we can have live mice. So I don't understand that. And there's mice everywhere. Like there's field mice everywhere in Calgary. So I don't understand the reasoning. And it's like all of Alberta. It's not just like my city. Like it's the whole province.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, dude. And BC are legally, like the province next to us, you can legally own rats. So I always make that joke. I'm like, so the BC rats are at the border, and there's like rat border patrol being like, oh no, sorry, man, this is Alberta. You're not allowed. We're not allowed in Alberta. Like, fuck yeah, right, man. There's rats coming through all the time. Like, it's bullshit. I just wish I could have them for babies.
That's a bullshit. I'm telling you, same in Illinois. It's cold here, and
yeah. So you guys are allowed to have them. So I don't know. I don't get it, man. But that's the shitty thing with Canada, though. Like, and that's why it sucks, because even though there was all those bans happening in the States, like if something like that happens here, we don't have like at least USARC like you guys have something in place to help. We don't have shit, man. If they decide to do something, there isn't much. There's no one working the case, you know.
Hopefully they won't.
You know, hopefully one day we can get something like that going, or someone can push towards it. But I don't know.
Yeah, in Canada, you guys have the biggest like diaspora. I said right?
The what? Sorry.
The world diaspora. You know what does it mean? Okay.
No.
So you have a biggest amount of Ukrainians in the world in your country.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, my area has a lot.
Yeah. In Toronto, in Toronto, you have like 3 million Ukrainians. That's a lot. That's a lot of Ukrainians. So this is the biggest amount, I believe, on this side, because in Russia there is more than 3 million, I believe, but here in Canada there are a lot of Ukrainians and Polish people. So
we have I don't know, like there's a pretty like healthy mix, I feel, in Calgary. Like
no, Calgary, no. I'm talking about Toronto.
Yeah, there's a lot of Italians here, but I don't know if that's just because I'm Italian, so I just like naturally there's just a bunch of Italian people around me all the time because of my family or something. But it feels like there's a lot of Italians here. There's probably a lot of Italians in Montreal, I bet too.
Austin, you said that you have a neighbor Ukrainian?
Yeah. He's Polish and Ukrainian.
Here's the thing. Don't laugh nothing outside because he's going to steal it.
No. Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy. I'm joking. But yeah, this mentality, and it's we have some stories over here in my state, with our people, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone has any other questions for Austin, maybe
I
don't know how you're
doing.
Austin,
how I didn't. Yeah, how are you, Austin? Good.
Are you still like good to go for a bit, or?
I'm gonna go for a bit, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Cool. How many snakes you have, man?
Too many.
Too many. So.
Like, I don't want to get to exact numbers because it baffles me, but like it's a lot. Like nothing close to Mutation Creation, but like.
Okay, so.
I could delve into that from what I.
But are you expecting like a lot of clutches this year? Like more than 20?
Oh yeah, last year I think I just pushed 50 last year. Either 49 or 51 I had.
How many?
40. I can't remember exactly. It was just
40?
around.
Wow, 40?
No, it was around 50, but yeah.
Holy crap, man! That's so awesome.
That's a lot of babies.
Crazy.
That's awesome. That's a lot of babies. I would die. Like I would, like, quit my job for sure to taking care about all 40 babies.
Oh, you sell a lot quickly. They move.
Are you expecting
Cool.
around the same this year,
nice.
or more?
Yeah, probably like 70.
Wow, man.
75.
That's crazy.
That's a lot, bro. That's nice, man. I'm happy for you, and
hell yeah. Man.
So I mean, what I love, man. I literally love egg cutting videos. I mean, I probably watch every egg cutting video on YouTube, and that's why I love Billy's channel, because he's doing this egg cutting, and it's so sick. I love it, and so Austin make 2 the egg cuttings, and
On Tuesday I have Pied Head Ghost double head split clutch with me and Lord of Lion.
Sweet, man.
So we're gonna post it. It's gonna be cool.
I like the update like hatchling videos. Those are I love the egg cutting ones, but I love when they're like just out of the egg after their first egg. That's like my favorite, man.
You can really see the colors pop on them. They look amazing. Yeah.
It's the best series of videos. I love seeing the egg cutting, and then when you come out with like showing them after, first shed or like a feed or so or whatever. I love seeing them and seeing that bright ass color after their first shed. And then it's kind of nice because you can you're more so confident on what you're seeing too. Cause sometimes it's so difficult,
Yeah. Sometimes eggs are deceiving sometimes, especially like depending what day you cut. Like that's like colors change a lot. They come in, they fade more, they'll bright up more.
Yeah. That makes sense, man.
Yeah, I'm cutting after they pip, because I'm still like a little bit nervous to cut like on day 54, 56. Oh, 56, 57. I'm waiting for them to pip, and then do the rest of it.
Amy's asking because like
Austin, do you have any puzzles?
No, I actually do not like the puzzle gene.
Oh, really?
I'm never gonna get into
it.
You don't like it? But you like why?
And Nazar's like, that's it.
Just it's not appealing. And then it didn't work with clown, so I'm like, yep, I don't need it.
I mean, I love puzzle because puzzle for me, they have like different patterns and the head stamp, you know, and I love it. I mean, for me, they are a little bit similar to cryptic,
Yeah.
especially the head patterns they have like on the neck, you know, and I love puzzle stuff. So
cool. It's definitely different, right? It's just not for me. Like, it's just like
yeah, I know that you don't like, and me too. I don't like albino.
Albino, oh my god,
I don't like albino.
Albino, like if albinos just suddenly disappeared,
I mean, it's a popular, yeah.
I just feel like lavender kind of like took over.
Lavender,
I just feel like it kind of just took over albino. Like it's hard.
Yeah,
to
I mean, albino clowns, albino pites, candinos, all this albino mix. I mean, it's not for me. I mean, I just don't like it, you know.
We can't tell Garrick DeMeyer this though, man. We'll make him sad. That guy is like the biggest albino collection of all time.
Yeah, he
he's great. It's crazy, dude. He has so much albino stuff. That's cool though. That's the thing though, man. We don't
candinos.
Everyone has to like the same shit though, right? Like there's so many different. Like I do like puzzle, but that doesn't mean everyone has to like puzzle. You know, like everyone can like. That's why it's so fun.
Don't like
their own stuff. You know.
People don't like
some people don't like clowns.
Exactly.
People don't like clowns. They don't like DGs. You know.
I mean, I don't know how the hell you don't like DG. Like, what is wrong with you?
See, like I could say I like DG, but I don't love DG.
What is wrong? Okay, that's the
enhancer. I like enhancer.
I know that's good though. I mean,
yeah, but Austin, you like clowns?
I like clowns.
All right, yeah, so my boy. So okay, I'm done.
All right, see you guys later.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to say about the people that don't like the certain gene. So there's two types of people. The first one, like me and Austin, we don't like albinos, and the Austin don't like puzzle. I'm not a fan of Monsoon because we don't like how the gene looking, you know. But there's some other people who, like, for example, the guy don't like the clown, and he don't like the clown not because it's a bad looking animal. It's because he don't have any. He jealous about it, and he wanna act like he is something different, and the clowns is a bullshit, you know. And I made a lot of people on Instagram because they don't have DG, they don't have clown, they don't have Ultramel stuff, and they are starting to like shit on this gene, you know, and trying to be like a different, you know. And it's I can see this fake people, and I'm like, dude, buy a clown, you know. Stop doing this. Buy a clown and just relax, you know. Just chill and buy a clown or DG on Ultramel and chill. It's not gonna work. So
the thing is, for me, puzzles, like, that's too much of another project. I'm already in so many like recessive projects, and for me, that's just another one, and I can't diversify that much. I really want to focus on Ultramel clowns. So like,
same for me with same for me. I have a DG puzzle clown, so Ultramel for me it's you know, it's a lot of time, a lot of money, and I just, you know, I like the Ultramel, but for me it's something on a second plan, you know.
Yeah.
Not what I wanna working with.
100%. Especially if you're
so what about yourself? What say again?
Especially if you're working with the DG, it's another color changing morph, right? So you're not going to want Ultramel and DG because You stick to one color more from one pattern.
I haven't seen DG, but okay, Austin, have you seen DG Ultramel?
No.
You saw, you don't know how.
Oh no, I have.
So you have.
There's a cryptic Desert Ghost Ultramel pastel, so it's not just the Ultramel Desert Ghost, but I am doing Desert Ghost Ultramels in the future. I'm also working with Enhancer Ultramels. I'm doing because I work with Enhancer. I like Enhancer. I don't love it, but I'm still working with it because I'd be stupid not to be in the Desert Ghost Enhancer project. Like it's
okay. I know there is some other gene called Sahara in on Europe, and actually having here in US. Have you heard about that combo gene?
No, I haven't.
No, Sahara, right, Sal?
Sahara,
what? Yes.
Oh, have I heard of it?
Yes.
Is that what you're asking? I'm confused. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm asking both of you.
Oh, if I've heard of Sahara, if I've seen it. Is that what you asked?
Yes.
Oh, I've looked at it, but it's similar, right? Like it's similar. Is it similar to DG? Is that the one? I'm having troubles remembering, to be honest.
Probably. I heard about Orbit, Onyx, Raven, Twister.
Jeez,
I haven't heard of these.
I've heard of Twist. Yeah, I've heard of Twister before.
I know the Anna from AK Morphs, I believe. So she's working with Raven and Orbit, but I don't know what she import them from Europe, and I am the only combo that I'm excited about is Bambino. Have you heard about Bambino, Austin?
100%. Or actually, I've heard of Orbit, and I think it kind of almost looks like it in a certain way. Have you seen the Mojave Orbit?
No.
It's they looks like similar to they're not Monsoon, but they are cool. I like it. The Bambino gene. So
man, there's so many genes coming out now. Like I try to keep up with some of them, but it's crazy. I feel like there's just so many new genes, and like it kind of sucks though because people put new genes out so quick. I find that like sometimes it's like I prefer when you can see like 10 different combos with that gene instead of like this is a pastel. This it's like okay, well, is that a funky pastel or is there like do you have 10 versions of that? You know, like I feel like some stuff comes out too quick. Like people should work on that project a little bit further, and then that way I can see 10 versions of it and be like, okay, that's definite. Like, look what it's doing in Mojave. Look what it does to pastel, fire, Enchi, or OD. Like, and then we can actually decipher like, okay, it's obviously doing something. It's not just a wacky pastel.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my dinker right now. It's like
that's awesome, dude.
Like I had a dinker.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then I bred it to banana and it made this really like almost a red snake. And then like I still have it. It's not red anymore. It's still orange, a lot of purples, really wacky pattern. Yeah. And I made a banana dinker pied, a dinker pied, a spider dinker, and a banana dinker, and then a normal dinker. So I have 5 different genes so far. I'm trying to put in a few more before, or even possibly make a super because I have my spider dinkers grabbed from my banana dinker. So. Sweet. Hopefully there's a super and it looks crazy, but in pied it almost looks like Orange Dream, like but it's not like Orange Dream. The pattern changes the pattern and the color. So
man, see that's the way to do it though, because then then it's nice for you too to actually be able to visually see it in each snake and be like more confident that it is something and it's not just it happened in 1 clutch or 2 clutches or whatever. You know, like it's nice to work with it a bit further. But
100%.
Okay, so I have 3 questions for
getting warmed up, man.
Austin, what is your favorite codam gene? The favorite codam.
It's hard to answer.
It's hard. I know. I mean, okay.
Do three.
Yeah, okay, easy. Name like 3. 3. Yeah.
Acid. It's gonna be there. Orange Dream and Enchi.
Sick, dude. Those are all
cool.
I feel like
I
all
love
of our
acid
top three
too.
are probably gonna
Okay,
be good ones.
the second question is, what recessive you want to get that you don't have right now?
Well, the Monsoon, but like I have the head, right? So, not including that.
I think you have everything that you need. You have a pie, you have a clown, you have an Ultramel.
I have cryptic. I have.
Yeah, you have a cryptic, you have an enhancer, you have a Monsoon. So you have everything, you know. Like, dude, you're waiting for 70 clutches, so it's tough, you know, for you probably to answer this question. You have a lavender.
Maybe tri-stripe.
Okay, so yeah, I do have. I actually have a. I have a double head tri-stripe clown from Phil Robinson from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Okay, so say again.
No. Oh, he's out near Sal over there.
Yeah, man, he's super close.
Yeah, he's. So the next question about the recessive you don't have, Sunset. What do you think about Sunset? Do you like it?
No. I think Sunset needs.
No.
I think Ultramel is gonna make Sunset orange and red. That's like Sunset the way it is.
What about DG? What about DG? What about DG Sunset?
I think it's gonna be nice, but I don't think it's gonna be red. I think the albino has a better chance of being the red snake.
That's what the Miguel trying to do, and that's what can change the albino, you know, and make it popular to make the red snake. So hopefully,
I think
he can.
But I think Ultramels do a better job. I just think it's gonna do a better job. Personally, yeah. I'm gonna do it. Or I'm gonna do it with Billy, hopefully. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I gotta decide. I don't know. I just haven't I'm not saying I don't love. Well, I don't love Sunset. I'm not saying I hate it. I just haven't seen anything quite yet that has made me be like, holy shit, man. Okay, I was totally wrong. There's 100% potential with this other gene. I haven't seen it yet, and it is kind of I know there hasn't been an insane amount of combos out, but just the ones I've seen anyway, there hasn't been anything yet where I've been like, damn, that's crazy. You know.
The thing is, Billy has a Sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that Sunset is
I see Zach. Zach is here from Never Reptiles. Did someone say Ultramel?
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm thinking, because the Enchi Ultramel Billy has is so intensely orange, it's almost red. It's more than tangerine orange. Just almost like in a fire. You know the orange you see in a fire? That's literally what it looks like. I just see those colors coming out.
Yeah, so Zach, I've probably seen the Ultramel Tri-Stripe. They are sick. They're looking really nice.
Tri-Stripes are insane.
Yeah. It's a sick project.
But still the best combo I've seen with the Tri-Stripe is a pastel Tri-Stripe Desert Ghost. That snake is
Desert Ghost and anything I feel like visual pattern changing is just sick, dude. And it's funny too, because with Tri-Stripe, people were hating not all of them get the full 3 stripe, but I'm like, yeah, but some of them are even, in my opinion, it's even sicker when it's 3 stripes halfway down the body, and then all of a sudden it changes.
Yeah.
To me, that's in my opinion.
This is just it's a unique combo, you know. It's a unique recessive, the same as Monsoon. So, you know, Sal, I'm sure that those people who are shitting about Tri-Stripe just don't have them, and you know they're jealous. So
yeah, no,
listen to them.
Monarch Sunset is going to be red.
What
do you think?
Monarch is very dark. It doesn't really hold as much orange as Ultramel does. I think it's gonna bring some. It'll be nicer than the albino probably, but I don't think it's gonna bring the same oranges or red that the Ultramel will. It's just too dark of a pattern, and then as adults, they almost look like talkies, you know?
Yeah.
Like so, like it just doesn't hold that same.
Yep.
Like I just looked at a lot. Like even today, like today I was looking at Monarch a lot. We had actually someone come in at the facility, and they were talking about Monarch, and I was talking about Ultramel. And then after I was like, I just started searching up a lot of Monarchs, looking at adults, looking at a lot of variability between it, and like most of them as adults just look a lot more like toffees to me. Like the colors inside, they don't get the like toffino color, that nice lavender. They get like a more like muted like gray. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
The Ultramel inside has like purples and oranges. Like that's what I would like. I think that Monarch they're gonna blow Ultramel out of the water, but like it's gonna be in the darker ones. I think that Monarch's gonna look so good in the dark morphs because like I compared Pistogvi Ultramel to Pistogvi Monarch, and two very different looking snakes, and you can really see what Pastel does to Monarch and how much it blushes it out. And Pastel and Ultramel doesn't blush out as much. So I think like the lighter genes are going to be better inside the Ultramel, as well as some dark genes, but a lot of the darker stuff is going to work so well with the Monarch that it's going to leave Ultramel in dust. So like it's going to be like give or take for both. Like I'm just really interested to see like what happens, but like only the future will tell, right?
Yeah.
So, I would love to see a Monarch sunset.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna look insane.
Monarch sunset
as well, though.
Has anyone? I haven't really looked it up, because I haven't really like looked up too much into sunset. But has the sunset pied been made yet?
I don't believe so. I think there's a lot of people working towards it right now. But pied is definitely good.
No, I don't think so.
Pied Pied is gonna make.
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Pied is definitely gonna make the colors just pop a lot.
That'd be awesome, man. That'd be one I'd be interested in seeing before. Like, and that's why I don't want. There isn't really any genes that I like hate. Like, there isn't anything. There's just stuff I wouldn't necessarily like work with. That's all. It's not like I hate it. I don't have like a personal grudge against any certain gene, but there's I first of all, I don't have the room to work with everything, so I got to be really particular with what genes I'm adding in, especially with recessives. So like, I'm not just gonna start adding every recessive I possibly can, especially if it costs a lot of money, because I'd rather put that money to like a double recessive project I'm currently working on. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
Okay, Austin, what do you think? That's the question I'm asking everyone. What do you think? The mahogany stranger is the same or no?
Man, we're beating this dead horse.
So many. I'm still waiting to see this super that people claimed months ago is gonna prove us wrong, but to me, it's
not it's a month. It's a month. It's probably years. You know.
3 months ago, apparently, I'm not gonna say who, but a big breeder who has a brand new big facility, or not brand new, but had a big facility, hit some crazy that's gonna. Where is it? Where's the crazy? I'm waiting for this. And all that did was shoot up the freaking price for the stranger, and there's nothing to prove for it. A freaking rumor.
Yep.
But I heard a lot of sketchy stuff about the stranger gene, and I've heard like you have to buy in to get some knowledge on it, and that's just something I'm not into. I'm just going to mahogany. Even if they are different, they look the same. I don't care. Even in clown, they look so similar. If it is different, cool. I don't want to have to spend that price to get something looking similar. Like, imagine if Coral Glow was freaking like $15,000 still, and Banana was $6,000.
Yeah, it's hard That's hard, man. I
get to go and get the other one.
Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, the breeders who have a stranger, I would probably don't ask this question, because it's like I don't wanna, get into their like the same when I asked Chris about the stranger mahogany, and I don't know. Probably after that I asked him about doing live, but he like yeah we're gonna do it, and okay, goodbye boy, I mean,
you heard your comment.
I don't think so that he I don't think so that he have like some effort on me because I asked him about the stranger and mahogany. I mean, I'm not saying that they are the same and this and that. I mean, they could be like cinnamon and black pastel, Together they are the same, but with different code dumps, they are different.
Yep.
Honestly, this is what I think it is right now. There's a lot of polymorphism, and there's a lot of people changing and editing photos to make it look different than what it really is, changing colors and stuff. So when you see them in person, and then you see them like on the photos and like the same combos, other people are like exact same combo I'm seeing in person versus someone else, the exact same combo, the picture looks way different. Or like polymorphism only does so much, Like so.
People need to take it easy on the contrast, by the way, man. Some of the pictures I see are like, okay, like there's no way, man.
Like, and also some people's phones do it like automatically, and they can't even know that stuff. Like for them, like it's whatever. But the people who actually go on like frigging, you're going on like softwares, and you're going on Photoshop, and you're editing these photos to make them look something that they're not. Like, good luck, like when like people actually see them, like when like side by side. Even Mike Wilbanks, even like a video, he said they look very similar side by side. And I was like, oh shit, they look very similar. Everyone sees it, but why is there the price range? Even in the clown, JP Reptiles hit some crazy ones. Go look at the same. Go look at the same, almost same combo. Everyone else is making a stranger.
Yeah.
And I don't show to anyone, but he actually sent me the picture. He hit the I believe mahogany yellow belly spot nose clown, and he have the same, and Justin hit the same thing but with the stranger, and he compared those pictures and they are like 90% like same thing, and clowns, they can be very like wireable, different patterns, reduce like basic patterns. So I don't know.
See, like this, honestly, if someone's like wanting to get into the project, I wouldn't discourage it, because so far with all of this stuff, even with like the speculation of them being the same, the price hasn't dropped yet. So if you want to go and gamble it, take your chance of probably getting a breeder, breed it, make your money back before whatever information gets out there. If you get lucky and it is something totally different, you know what? You just made money.
Yep.
Because if it is different, Stranger's not staying the same. It's going up. But if it is the same as Mahogany, I hope Stranger doesn't drop to Mahogany. I hope they level out, because that would be like, the Mahogany itself is beautiful. If the Stranger's the same thing and it got that much hype, why does the Mahogany deserve to stay here?
100%, man. It should. That's how it should go, man. I hate that.
It should be even almost.
Exactly. It should go right in the middle. That's fair for everyone who is either, I mean it sucks, but that's part of the game. I mean, even would be the best way to go about it.
Yeah, same thing that get me like not mad, but I just don't get it. Maybe I'm stupid Ukrainian, Russian bullshit guy, but guys, you have a clown pied that costs like $3,000. You add fucking orange rim, and the snake like goes like up for 5K. Why? Why fucking orange dream clown pied cost $8,000? It's not the rare
the market, man.
I think it's because the potential. You put yellow belly in there, super orange dream, you're making a crazy snake.
Yeah, but there is no super orange dream, no yellow belly. It's just an orange dream, Like, oh my.
Like I see what you.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing that Justin have, like he have a Anchi yellow belly clown for 2K and Anchi yellow belly red stripe clown for 6K, like 4K plus for red stripe, and I know that someone saying that the Pompeii without the red stripe, like the yellow belly does like all the job, to the snake. and because of the red stripe, like 4K more. I mean, okay, I got it. I mean, I don't want to buy these people, and it's a business and this and that, but it's kind of funny. Same thing with the acid and confusion. The prices. Acid cost 1,500. The confusion costs like 25, 3K. So of course I'm gonna buy the acid stuff. So.
All right, guys. If you guys have any more questions for Austin, we'll probably cut it off here because we're jumping on 3 hours here.
It's like a MC podcast now.
Yeah, dude. It's turning into. But man, we appreciate you coming on, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably can talk to Austin and you sell till morning. Like
I know,
20
that's why
more
I'm
hours.
Dude, it shocked me when I looked over.
Yeah,
and I was
like I said to Al, Austin, you are a really nice guy, and I'm hoping that you can come to. We will have those shows, those bands will not go through, and you can come to Tinley, and I can meet you, get some beers and dinner, and talk. Because you're just a nice guys, and I'm guys really looking forward to meet you one day, and
Likewise, man.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait. I would love to go to Sydney, meet you, everyone else, like go to a big dinner.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like we need something like that, especially like from all this time. Well, you guys in the States have a little luckier than us. You guys have Expo still. We haven't had that in a while, so
nothing, man. It's been so long. Like we
will have a show. Yeah, we will have a show, but they are switched from Tinley to the city close to me, so it's an ARBC, but on different city. We will still have it, but we don't know how many people will be there, and and this and that. So, I mean, this year will be like not for the shows, probably 2022, maybe be even better, So you
100%.
can come and I can see you guys.
100%. It'd be amazing, man. I can't wait to travel again. Canada's nice, but like can't stay home for too long,
Yeah.
That's the thing, man.
So Austin, you never, have you been in Tinley?
No.
Oh, dude. You should, man. It's like top breeders here, and the stuff it's just insane that you can see, especially October after the breeding season. When they are bringing all the stuff here, man. That's oh my god! I spent so much money on my first Tinley. That was insane.
Insane, man.
Imagine. I have to go with no money, so I don't.
Yeah. Leave your credit cards at home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even
guys, appreciate everyone dropping by and asking questions, and it was fun, man. Appreciate it once again, and it was a good time.
Just want to say thanks for having me on. It was amazing. Time flew by. Like I can't even believe it's been 3 hours. Like
dude,
yes, it's been 3 hours. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Austin, for being with us. Yeah, so probably do some more lives in the future with you, and
100%. I was going to say the same thing. So
yeah, man,
yeah.
absolutely.
So good luck to you on your season. Get 70 clutches, 80 clutches, man. I am happy for you. More videos, more egg cutting, and be positive.
And let's see that Monsoon pied, man. I can't wait to see that Monsoon pied when it comes out of the egg.
Oh, I hope so.
So yeah, much love and respect, bro.
Oh, thank you so much. Back to you guys. I hope everybody, you two, and everybody even watching this has a great season. Like everything happens well for you guys. All the eggs, you hit everything you want to. It's gonna be a great year. All COVID's gonna pass. So like everybody, just look forward to your breeding season. It's gonna be amazing. And then even 2022, hopefully all the expos are open. Everyone gets to go hang out and meet up again. It'll be amazing. So
absolutely, man. Well, again, we've really appreciated it, and it was awesome talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Talk to you later.
Peace out.
Peace.
Take care, guys. Thank you. Thank you.